Welcome to Apocalypse Rescheduled, the podcast show.
The podcast show?
Podcast show.
Oh, podcast show.
Today's
Podcast
episode is titled Fantastic Memes and Where to Post Them.
That's an awful
God.
name. That is just...
That's why I told you to come up with... I never anticipated it
Thomas,
to really be a
I'm
bad
proud
name.
that you
I
got
wanted
the
that to
name
be,
right this time.
I wanted that to be the title of this episode. I didn't care about bands at this point. I just wanted that to be the title.
I'm glad you got the name right, though.
Oh, for the entire show.
well,
Yeah, he knows what the show's called that he's been doing for 16 episodes now.
Yeah, I remembered this time.
Well,
Look at that.
I mean...
What's it called then?
God,
What's it called then?
that's an
Prove
awful
it.
band.
Prove it
Steven's
again.
on the show again.
we're gonna stick with it. Steven's
Yeah.
back.
Hi.
Hi, Steven.
Back again.
Fuck, what were we going to talk about? Oh, yeah, the episode is called that because our movie of the week was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Okay, that movie was pretty solid. I'll admit.
I thought it was going to be
it
garbage.
was a good movie.
But Thomas made it a good
Well,
time.
that's because you're garbage.
I mean, yeah, me and Corey were watching together, and I was just, like, making jokes the whole fucking time because it was my second time watching it.
I was doing that, and it was the first time.
I watched it at the new theater in my town. It's
Yeah,
like a little
yeah, we
dinner
know
theater.
the
you know what I'm talking
theater.
about? With
Yeah,
like
we
the
know the
reclining
theater.
chairs and stuff.
We are aware.
How much did that thing cost?
1,249,000. I have no idea. Steven.
The theater or the
What?
movie?
What?
We don't care how much...
You said how much did it
We don't
cost?
care how much it costs to construct the theater, Steven. How much did it cost to go?
So it's a Carmike theater. So on Tuesdays, all the movies are $5.
That's pretty good.
But if you go on but if you get like the super nice, like the super huge theater, it's $7. But it's still really worth
Dude,
it.
that's cheap as shit.
Yeah,
I know.
It's
That's why I
basically
went.
free.
and shit is really cheap because literally everybody makes
Just
it.
ask Thomas.
It's a supply-demand issue.
It's
There's a
actually
high
not
amount of
that cheap,
supply.
and you can't buy it in bulk because the government tracks it.
Well, you just
Movies?
don't buy it over the table, Ben.
Well, where are
You
you going
just
to buy?
find
Where
a
do you
guy.
buy like manure in bulk under the table?
Okay, I never said in
Toilets
bulk.
are under
From
the
a
table.
I never said anything
From a
about
far-
in bulk.
Somebody
Pipes
said
under the
in
table.
bulk.
Yeah, but it wasn't me, so I don't care.
I think it was
My
you,
point
Thomas.
is, you can just, like, talk to any, like, just find a man, walk around at 3 a.m. downtown, find a guy, say, hey,
I don't think you can find a guy selling bulk manure at 3
That's
in
why-
the middle of downtown.
no, you don't
North
have to
Carolina
find a
at
guy
all.
selling that, you just have to offer to buy it.
Also, Craigslist
And he'll be
is a
like,
thing.
yes, I'm down.
I don't think you guys are understanding the quantity of manure most people need to buy that it qualifies as in bulk.
Craigslist.
No, I
Yeah,
don't care about
I
bulk,
agree with
man.
Ben.
I've never said bulk. I've never considered bulk, and I'm not going to.
Bulk is a funny
I'm
word.
only buying personal amounts of shit in this scenario.
What about the Pokemon
Why?
move bulk up?
I don't care. Ben.
That's not
Thomas,
a
what are you
great
going
move,
to do
though.
with all this shit?
What?
He's gonna grow. He's gonna grow Corys in his backyard.
But yeah, Fantastic Beasts, though.
Thomas thinks we start this movie talking about the movie of the week, and we didn't ever do that.
I'm on Craigslist looking
right.
to see if I can find poop.
Why?
Isn't there one of those websites where you can buy poop and send it
Yes.
to people's houses? Yeah, just
Is
why
that
don't
a
we do
thing?
that?
What website's that?
Poop.com.
I don't
Well,
know.
That's
That's
your
not
job
the
now.
thing.
Is it poop.com?
Poop.com.
If it doesn't exist, you have to make it, Steven.
I'm worried about poop.com, but
God,
let's find out.
Please no.
Poop.com isn't a website.
Really?
It's
I'm actually surprised.
www.43.poop.com.
Yeah, what the hell does that even mean?
Somebody's squatting on the domain!
Somebody's squatting on
Oh my god. Do you see how much it's fucking for sale?
Oh, God.
$435,000.
I believe it.
Jesus Christ.
Who's gonna
Oh,
buy
man,
that?
I gotta go get a bank loan. Hold on.
Where the fuck did that number come from?
Yeah, that's a seriously random number. $435,294.
Is poop.gov a thing?
I didn't even. So how do you even squat on the domain though? Like, what is it? Like, God.
You go to the
You
ICANN
just put up like a
headquarters,
small H.
and then you find whichever DNS server is the one you need,
Oh, it's
and then you
poop.
stand
No.
on top of it, bend your knees, and keep your back straight.
It's not complicated,
Professional
man.
poop delivery service for that special someone.
You just bought the website before anybody else thought to buy it. That's how you squat on a website.
Well, yeah, but like, how do you hold it? Like, do you just like
You
make
just
a website
renew
or,
your
like,
thing,
a small one
man.
right there? Well, yeah, but like, there's nothing there, so
So what?
I don't
So-
understand his confusion.
I don't know.
Thomas, you can spend
Look,
$25 and send £3.
hosting
of poop
and
to
like
someone.
domain name
Wait, why is
services
there
are different.
so why is there a search bar?
That's just your like search your internet provider's like thing for when a website doesn't connect.
No, they have
Isn't
a
it?
they have a.
If you go to
they have
poop.com,
a
it
static
has a
one,
search
though.
bar,
They have a
friend.
static
Oh, they have just one of those things. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what poop.com has a copyright on the
Voodoo.
bottom. Voodoo.com. So we're gonna go down this
Voodoo.com,
rabbit
that's a
hole,
domain
go to
registry, isn't
Voodoo.com. Domain
Yeah.
parking platform. Yep.
Squatting
So, yeah.
platform.
I still want to know how you get a
Yep, pretty much.
WW43.
Well, what is
I
it?
don't
first of all?
know. We've once again
I
done this
assume it's-
thing where we're now just looking at websites for a substantial period of time.
Yeah, guys. So have fantastic weeks in
Oh
order
yeah,
to
we
find
might as
them.
well go there. Somebody shout something about movie.
Aunt Jemima was in
Okay,
it.
so what was,
Niffler, the Jew Pokemon.
you can't say that.
I said it in the theater like 5 times.
Oh, you're
No,
so
what
My
I
bad.
jokes are
said
much better than
was-
yours, Thomas. I'm just gonna say it now.
No, they weren't.
You
They
haven't
could
heard
not
the
have
rest of
been.
them.
Thomas was on point in there.
If his joke was that thing acts like a stereotype, then no.
No, it was.
That was one of them, Ben. One
It
of
was
many.
Aunt Jemima's also the same thing, Thomas.
2 of many. Whatever.
He also said Winston reporting. I thought that was a pretty good.
Yeah,
point.
when they were putting up that magic dome, I just went Winston reporting
that was pretty good. He just
Yeah,
leans over and
so-
he says Winston reporting.
right into his ear. Then Corey just can't breathe for like 10 minutes. It was great.
That's great.
Oh god.
Need to go watch movies
Delicious
with Thomas.
cream.
You should.
Every time I have gone to watch a movie with Thomas, I have thoroughly enjoyed it, even if the movie itself is
Absolutely.
bad.
Dude, I wish we had recorded some of that audio. It was fucking hilarious. We need to
Oh,
do
man.
that one day. We need to just like all get in a room and
Sit down and all watch a
and
movie?
then record it.
You're just talking.
I know we've talked about
You're
it.
just
Okay,
talking
other
about
times.
doing a riff tracks,
Yeah.
Yeah, but riff tracks are good, so like,
an unscripted one, to be fair.
so it's okay to do that.
Yeah, no, the
mean, that's
unscripted one is
fine.
preferable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't script a riff track. So that, like,
Well, I
defeats the
mean, that's what
purpose.
Mystery Science Theater was.
That's why you gotta watch their Riff Tracks live events. Those are good.
Mystery Science Theater was always scripted. They watched the movie several times and come up with jokes the whole time.
I thought they were just improvising with those puppets.
No.
I was always astounded at how well they did the lip sync, considering.
Well, Thomas, the puppets don't even move in the theater part.
They do.
Well, they
though.
jostle left and
A little
right,
bit.
but they don't have lip syncing.
Sometimes they
jostle?
turn their faces and they move their little jaw things.
I think you're the only person I've ever heard use the word jostle in like an
That
actual
can't be
sentence.
Sway.
Point being, we saw
Like what
the
Tracer
movie,
does 'cause
you
she has
guys.
autism.
Yeah,
It was really good too. Highly recommend.
I medium recommend. I don't think it was a great movie.
I medium recommend as well.
I do as well.
Yeah.
It was
It
fine.
was pretty good. It was predictable.
It was better than I thought it was.
It
gonna
was
be.
so predictable, but everything else was good. The effects were
Do you
really
know,
good.
That nasty
yeah, it was
alien
predictable,
woman
but-
singing in the basement, though. That was
But
gross.
I've okay. So I was unclear on was she a house elf or a goblin?
She might have been a half house
I think
elf,
she
man.
was
I
a
think she
goblin.
was. I think she was.
if I had
yeah,
to
think she was
choose
either
one,
a
I'd say
goblin
goblin
or like
because the house elves look.
she was not. There was no way she
But
was.
goblins,
Oh,
goblins
man.
look just
Like-
as bad. They look like old house elves.
I think she was just like a regular something else.
She's just gross.
I don't know. Yeah, she
Oh,
was
yeah.
kinda
It was
gross.
disgusting.
Oh.
And then there was the second most disgusting thing in that movie was in the same
Oh, no.
scene that man with the what's it?
Yeah,
The,
he had
the goblin.
the
The
snake
Ron-
eyes
house
though.
elf.
The Ron Perlman goblin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ron Perlman's character. His fingers are just like, okay, I'm gonna grip things normally, and then there's like 5 inches of extra fingers that go backwards.
Yeah, all his fingers were broken.
Ah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it it was weird. It was, I guess it was like supposed to be like, he's a mobster, so he got all his fingers broken. But like, it was just.
Oh, I thought that's just how his fingers.
Like, he didn't even.
I don't think so, Thomas. I think he
I don't
just had
know.
all his fingers broken by somebody at some point.
I agree with Ben.
Okay, yeah. No, that makes a lot more sense. I'm just saying I didn't think of that earlier.
That was.
Did you notice? Friggin' what's his name in the movie?
Martin Freeman.
Johnny
Martin
Depp.
Freeman. Yeah.
Obviously,
Johnny Depp in
he's
there?
the
For
antagonist.
all of 30 seconds.
When Colin Farrell
Yeah, for
turned
all,
into
like, the
Johnny
20
Depp, I was
seconds.
massively disappointed. I was like, ugh.
Look, he was evil all along.
Well, I mean,
just like you knew.
everybody knew that the instant that he started talking. You're like, oh, evil guy. And then halfway through the movie, you start seeing like he's got like the Grindelwald symbol on his neck, and it's like, oh, it's Grindelwald.
Well, so the Grindelwald symbol.
Yeah, but he was
it's
using
the
it.
symbol of
He was
okay,
using
I didn't
it
actually
as
think.
his symbol.
I didn't think he was. Oh yeah, well, spoilers. But I didn't think he was Grindelwald until
Back.
it happened. But I thought he was just like some fanatic, and until he started like going full on like badass mode and just like blocking everything and just like winning, and I was like, oh, all right.
They've
I know
gotten
this is
really
going now.
lazy with the wizard
But I
fights
just
in
thought
these
he was-
movies. They used to do
Yeah,
spell
that is-
names
that
and
is
people
very
would
true.
be different colors, but now it's everyone uses the same spell and they don't say what it is.
Aloha more.
They just shoot white at people. It's magic missile. Everyone casts magic missile at
Well,
each
it's-
other
no, it's-
constantly.
No, they cast Expelliarmus to disarm, Stupefy to like stun and knock out, and then all the bad guys cast Avada
Yeah,
Kedavra.
I don't
Nobody
really
can
know how
kill
that
people.
works because it's like the more experienced magicians just, I guess, think.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well,
I said
they talk about that in the
magicians,
Harry
by the
Potter
way.
book.
Yeah, that makes sense
Yeah, I would
though
call it.
because all the other movies it was fucking high schoolers.
Right,
so-
but what is the generic
now it's
white
like-
magic missile spell? It's not Expelliarmus. They're all shooting at each other.
Stupefy. That's Stupefy.
Yeah, it's
No, it's
Expelliarmus.
Stupefy.
No, Stupefy's red. Stupefy's
Is
red.
it?
Expelliarmus
that in
is
the
red in
books.
the movies. Yeah, no, because it's
Is
Harry
it?
Potter's
No, it's not.
signature spell, and
'Cause,
he uses it all the time.
Yeah, but when he casts Expelliarmus in the second movie with Lockhart, and they're doing the dueling thing, it doesn't shoot.
Yeah, but it
anything,
does in the
just, like,
fourth one,
flicks
and
the
it turns
wand out
into
of
a
their hand.
beam. Yeah, and
Does
it does
it?
in the eighth movie as well. And they talk about how nobody uses Expelliarmus except Harry Potter, so it's his special move. Yeah, I mean that's like a plot point in the seventh book. They're like, oh yeah,
You mean his
that's
yeah,
Harry.
you mean his
yeah,
you mean his
they was like,
signature
oh,
move?
he used Expelliarmus. He must be the real Harry Potter when they're all turned into Harry Potter and trying to escape the Death Eaters.
Hey nerds, I have a
Yeah.
question.
What?
Was the concept of an obscurial
No, it's
like
new.
a thing before this?
No,
Okay.
that was new.
Because I was gonna say that fucks up the entire like first movie major plot hole. Because why would Dumbledore even consider putting Harry Potter in with the Dursleys if those things can happen?
Yeah, because they're
Like that's a really bad idea.
right, but they're like they don't happen much. They're super rare. Okay, by the way, this seems to be a retcon. They're probably it seems like they're retconning that Dumbledore's sister was an obscurial or whatever. Yeah,
So
no,
they're
I
saying
mean
she
like the
was one or
exact
was not
symptoms
one?
that they describe of that like creature is what happens to her in the books. So they're probably yeah.
Oh.
Because
Oh,
this,
yeah,
this
that's
movie
true.
happened like in the past, and there
But
was only like 2 of them
This,
in the past.
the movie,
In
yeah. So the movie,
1929.
Yeah.
1927.
yeah, the movie is set in the 20s.
And the Wizarding World has like black female
Progressive.
president. It's super progressive.
No, that's the U.S. Wizarding World, so that's even more progressive.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, okay, that's another thing that bothered me. And like, they're like, you can't like even be friends with the
Yeah.
Muggles or whatever. And then like, so then like, at the end when they're like, oh, you have to brainwash this guy too and like wipe his memories. And I'm just like, oh, this is the part where he tells them like, why don't you guys just move to Britain? And they all go to Britain. And then they didn't. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, how do you miss that? You all just
I mean,
go
they
to
could
Britain.
also
Honestly,
just
the
do
only
they could
thing-
just do whatever they want instead, and just ignore or not live in
Yeah.
not live in like the center of government. The United States is a big place. You can go do whatever you want anywhere else.
Is it though?
That's the one thing that the wizard government got right, though, is putting their capital in New York.
No, it's not because all that magic stuff happens, and they have to make the entire city forget. It was a terrible decision, Thomas.
Yeah, that was a
The
terrible
entire
idea.
United
Why?
States can fit inside.
They could
of
have gone
Texas.
anywhere. They could have gone to a desert. It would have been fine.
Yes, it
Don't
can, Corey. Good job.
Like, don't cohabitate.
Well, no, because not even that, Ben. But like, what they could have done is just done like they did in the Harry Potter books with the one in Britain, where like the entrances
exactly.
are just everywhere, and then like, where's the actual thing? Nobody knows.
Also,
It's just
Thomas,
like
the
somewhere.
center of
It's a
government
pocket
in
dimension.
the original books was London.
Well, that's the UK government.
But
Yeah, they
but
don't
his
count.
point was,
It's not like
they put it in a
worldwide.
big city. I'm like, they did that in the other books. That's not any different.
No, yeah, I'm saying that's what they got right in comparison to the like Muggle government. That's what I was comparing it to.
Is the London
Because
one,
Washington D.C. was just a shithole swamp when they put everything.
How did
up.
they know to put it in New York in the past, though?
the memes?
Like, was there a bunch of Dutch wizards?
Ley lines, Ben.
Ley lines?
Ley
Oh,
lines.
yeah. just like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I
Oh,
was
but
gonna make that connection
Steven,
there.
you muted yourself.
Yeah, no. Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay.
Why does Newt?
Well, we'll
why
keep
does
going.
Newt Scamander take a boat to the United States?
I know. That's what I was saying at the very end, where he's like, "Oh, I gotta
What do you
go back
mean?
to Britain now," and I'm like, "Dude, just go
Yeah,
there
seriously.
and
Yeah.
get your shit published and come back and bang this
Just
woman."
grab a fucking boot and just go.
There are 4 established mundane, faster than a boat methods
Grab
of
a
travel,
boot.
and then there's like a whole bunch of crazy ones that they also use. There's like a dozen in the original series of books, ways to go places much faster than get on a boat.
Where are the brooms?
Seriously, they advertise brooms. Just why don't you have a broom? Why don't you teleport?
Nobody
Everyone
needs
can
brooms. They
teleport.
can teleport.
It's so dumb.
I don't know. What's the top speed on a broom in the 20s?
Faster than a boat, Thomas. You know how slow boats are?
Well, yeah, but it could still be over the course of days, and then you got to
you
go
also,
to sleep.
yeah, you also, yeah, you gotta fly
Right,
over like
but then,
the ocean.
Yeah,
then
that's what I'm
just,
saying.
then
What
just
if it
use the
rains?
flu network.
What if it storms? You could
Just
just
use the
fall
flu
off.
network or a port.
I don't know how the flu network
that's not
works.
invented
It might
yet.
actually
Maybe
be
that's not
pipes,
invented.
Ben.
Dude,
That's
even
not
the
invented.
worst.
They could teleport. All this
brooms
is
in
moot
the-
because they teleport the entire movie. They're constantly teleporting.
They teleport within like a mile radius.
couple miles.
So
But the books, they
I'm
teleport
not
all
even counting
over the
that for
place.
The evil man-
transcontinental.
The evil
Wait,
man like
intercontinental.
teleported across the fucking city.
He is supposed to be super powerful evil man.
Yeah,
though.
but-
That's
Well,
the
like
point.
5 miles then. Whatever.
I don't
My
know,
point's
it's
still
not-
there.
Hermione
It's not
teleports
like
her
a
parents
Green
to
Lantern
Australia
ring.
in the 7th book.
It's not
Really?
Maybe it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you that she apparates them. It just says
How
she
else
took
would
them
she
there.
like transport her now?
She just sticks them in the flu network.
That's
does
that's
the
the
Flu
same.
Network-
The
Because
Flu
that's the
Network
thing,
is
and-
just fire
Give me
and
a
magic
rundown.
powder.
Like, honestly, the
So
Flu
the
Network might
Flu-
just
do
run
you
on
actually
pipes,
know-
so I'm not going to trust it to take me across the ocean.
Thomas, the Flu Network is just magic. You
might
just go
run
to a
on
different
pipes.
fireplace.
It's all just magic,
That's my
Ben.
point.
But
There's so many better ways to go than on a
It's
boat.
just magic, he says, as an argument.
Why would you
but
just
actually,
go on
bringing
a
it
boat?
back around to what you were talking about earlier, Steven, the only thing I would have changed about the ending is instead of What's-Her-Face walking in to Mr. Cream Man's shop at the end,
Mr. Creep,
no, yeah,
man.
they would have just panned over to the right after he sold a thing, and she'd be in the back making shit.
Yeah,
That's what I
expected
thought
that
was gonna
too, and then
happen.
She walked in.
Yeah, no,
But no,
I thought it would have
was
been
gonna
better.
happen.
It would have
It
been
was
like,
garbage.
oh, she's like doing like undercover secret dual identity life, and he doesn't know, but she's just like making it work.
Man, she's not smart enough for dual identities.
Is
Are
she
there-
not?
Are there people in the future that read people's minds?
No, that's new. Is
Yes. No, that's the thing.
it? Okay.
She was a. So it's legitimacy. It's the same thing that that Snape was using to teach Harry occlumency. Like the whole like ripping into his head. And,
Yeah,
like,
but she
using
could
all
ju-
his
But
she-
mind
Snape
and
was
stuff.
like having a
Right,
Right,
try
but she
the
could
whole
just do
time.
it naturally.
Well, yeah, she was just super like. Her legitimacy was the same thing as like Tonks's like just being able to like polymorph
Yeah.
potion on demand.
Some
It was
people
just
are
like
just
it's just
more
like one of
magic
those
in
like
one way.
fluke thing. Yeah, it's just like one of those fluke things.
Okay.
I hope he enjoys his shop for the next 2 years because
Yeah,
it's
but-
definitely going out of business with the Great Depression.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I mean, I guess you're not wrong.
Well, I
but
mean,
still.
he's got a man who can just hook him up with literal silver like whenever.
Except
so.
he doesn't.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also,
I mean, he doesn't.
like,
he
I-
doesn't
not
know
to-
that.
not to
How much
He
money
doesn't
do
know
you think that
anymore.
was?
It's implied that he will remember basically everything.
not to diminish that, but that wasn't that much silver.
I mean, yeah, but it was like pure
I mean,
silver. It
he
wasn't
had
like silver
problems
was
lifting
magic.
the
It
thing
was
up,
just-
man. It was
Also, who's gonna buy
a
that?
considerable amount.
But
The
There's a
bank
lot of
apparently.
fucking
The
stupid
bank
people.
apparently took it and gave him a
property's
loan.
really
Did you see
expensive
the
in
bank,
New York,
man?
I'm just saying that's not enough silver to buy a shop.
Look, man. Obviously, he
Well,
got.
I guess he
Look,
used.
How much is
this
silver by the pound?
I don't. It's a few
I don't
by
know.
the pound.
That-
Nobody
that's-
measures precious metals by pounds, Thomas.
Well, yeah, I'm saying he had trouble picking the thing up, so it's obviously like at least 15
Right, but
pounds
there
of
was definitely
silver.
not enough silver in there to give him.
How much is it-
difficulty.
how much is
That
it-
the amount of silver in
The
there was
price
not
of
that
silver. The price of current silver. Hold on. The price of current silver is $20 per ounce.
much. There's no way.
So-
There's no way in the world,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
that's
a lot of
$3.20 a
money.
pound times 15.
and that's now.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's
$40.
Yeah. What? No,
It's
no, it's not, Corey.
$40. No, it's not $40. But at the same time, like friggin', if you go walk into a bank and you're like, well, I
Yeah,
guess I
why
could
would you
just
walk
bank
into the-
in
first of
general,
all,
walk into a bank with like
I've got these
eggshells
silver
made
eggshells.
of silver.
They're worth approximately $500 in our money. I
mean,
would like
maybe
to open
he
a
melted
business.
them down on a stove or something, man.
Okay,
No!
I'm willing to give you that he transfers the silver into a different into like currency, but it's just not like okay, it's still just not much money.
Maybe
Okay.
he got the fucking
look,
wizard
man.
woman to help him.
I don't know why they didn't just give him.
That was
He
later.
didn't, though. He didn't
know.
have a memory.
Well, maybe he helped. She helped in other ways.
I've enjoyed that we
Yeah,
we
no,
haven't once.
maybe
addressed the
maybe
plot.
somebody else, maybe a wizard did it. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Wizard
Maybe
did
a
it.
wizard did it.
No,
Literally-
the woman.
Yeah,
Literally,
sure.
Simpsons excuse.
He walks in
A
and he's
wizard
like, "I'll
did
give
it.
you these eggs for a pastry shop," and they're like, "That's insane," but like the wizards are following around and making things work out for him, so it's fine.
Exactly. That's what happened.
Sure.
All right, whatever.
This
We'll
is the
go
one
with that.
movie where I'll
That's-
accept the plot hole filler. A wizard did it.
So presumably they're going to do like the American
The whole thing
Wizarding
is a
School,
hole,
which I
Thomas.
forget the name of because it's
Yeah.
awful. Whatever the name is, it was dumb. And the houses are even worse.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
if you've ever looked this up, but there's two.
I'm going to right now.
So one, they're
Gryffindor.
based on Native American mythology.
Oh, that's garbage.
Generally,
Ew, why?
the first one's the Thunderbird, which is the thing
Gross.
that shows up in the movie.
Ilvermorny.
Yeah, it's an awful name. The second one is like an underwater something. What was it? Underwater. No, I don't know. It's some kind of mammal. I forget. And then the other two were just straight garbage. Like it's like two good ones and then two garbage. One of them's not even a thing. It's like it's I don't know. Somebody pull it up.
Is she? So she's writing more.
No,
books?
yeah, I don't. She's not writing books.
No, those have been out
No,
for
Harry
years.
Is she writing?
Those
more
were out-
Harry
This is
Potter
what she's
books?
doing. One, this year she released a stage play version of a Harry Potter story.
Yeah, Thomas and I saw that at the
Yeah.
mall.
That was a while
I
ago,
mean-
though.
Yeah, no,
Wait, that was
like
at
I
the
have it
mall?
here. I just haven't read it.
Oh, yeah, I've got the four houses
Second,
here.
she.
Horned,
Okay, go ahead.
Horned serpent.
Yeah, the horned serpent fights the thunderbird in
Yeah,
Native
I got-
American
you got the
mythology,
Thunderbird.
That's
You got the
awesome.
Puckwudgie
which is like it's almost not a thing.
and the Wampus.
Puckwood. The Wampus? That sounds
Yep.
like a Dr.
Yeah,
Seuss
it's a
thing.
magical panther-like creature.
Yeah.
It's fast, strong, and almost impossible to kill. I'm gonna say it's that weird.
Oh man, that's the
tiger
underwater
monster that,
panther.
like,
If you go to the Thunderbird Wikipedia page, because I did this after the movie, and you go and like
God, I
there's
hate
all
you.
in one paragraph. It's like the Thunderbird is one of the Native American things, and there's also the underwater panther and the horned serpent. And I was like, oh
is it just called underwater panther?
yeah, it's just called underwater panther or something like that.
That's fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, it's like a translation of a native like name for something. But point being, like somebody
Okay.
just read a Wikipedia like paragraph and it's like, oh, these are the houses, but we need a fourth one, so we went with a Puckwudgie. It's
what
a
the fuck
2
is
to
that?
3 foot tall being from Wampanoag folklore. Features resembles a human with an enlarged nose, fingers, and ears. So it's basically
Oh no!
just sort of a hobbit.
Oh,
Okay.
Also, their
Thomas
skin's
was
a little
gonna
bit
say Jew.
gray, and it
That
sort
was
of glows.
you were gonna say, Corey.
Maybe the little ugly singer was a
A
Wampanoag.
Puckwudgie.
No, she was brown.
did you know Bruce Lee was born today?
Was he? When did he
Yeah,
die?
his
When does he
birthday.
go back in time to record all those movies?
That's all right. I think we talked. Talked enough
That was
about
good.
the
That was
movie.
good.
No, Ben, you never finished about what she's writing. And
Oh no, she wrote this movie.
I
And
know.
she's writing the other 4.
For what?
The other
I
4
don't even
movies.
know.
They're making 5.
Are there? Is it just sequels to this, or they're Harry
Basically,
Potters,
I
or
think
what?
they're just movies set in this time period,
is-
not necessarily with the same characters. I think more or less what's happening is they're doing like the Grindelwald story.
Oh,
So like,
I'm okay
there'll
with
probably
that,
be a
though.
sequel to this one, and then there'll be like some other ones, and at some point Dumbledore will fight Grindelwald. You know, whatever. Like, it's not super exciting, but this one was good, so maybe it'll be good.
yeah, I had a good time. That was the movie of the week, everyone.
Was it?
No.
Long week. No. Yes, it was. Don't listen to Corey.
Do you guys know what you want to watch for next week?
Oh no!
I'll
A
find
movie.
something out before we finish up the podcast.
Cool.
Okay. How was your guys' Thanksgiving?
It was aight.
Why was it only medium?
Because
then?
it was. What do you want? It was good.
Okay.
It was a 7.
That's pretty good, man.
I guess that's pretty good. What's the median score for your Thanksgiving?
Well, presumably
so
any
far?
score. It's like a video game scale. Anything under a 5 is obviously garbage.
Okay, but what's the median?
I don't have median. Probably like 7.
I
Don't you have a spreadsheet?
It'd be
then?
like 6. It'd
Come
probably
on.
be 6.
You usually have
Thanksgiving was a
usually
7.
have all kinds of spreadsheets.
I mean,
so I
one
figured-
Thanksgiving was like at a pizza restaurant in Charlotte, and if you've ever been to Charlotte,
What?
then you know that nothing good ever happens in Charlotte. So
Absolutely right.
so
It's awful
like
there.
that's like the lower threshold,
Yep.
and that's like a 2.
Ooh,
It's almost
Okay.
as bad as having Thanksgiving at IKEA.
I
I
don't
like
Dude, I think
understand.
They
you-
sell food
I'm
there.
gonna be
Did you know
completely
that?
honest, Corey. I think I've done
Yeah, but
that.
not.
What?
I think I really think that
What?
happened.
Their food's pretty good.
I'm gonna
Wait,
stare at
wait,
somebody
wait,
in the
hold
room
on.
and pretend that
No,
they know what
no,
I'm
no.
talking
So
about. But they're not going to answer because I didn't tell them what I'm talking about. So we'll just have to move on. But I think
Their food's good. IKEA's got.
I think
good
we might
food.
have had Thanksgiving at an IKEA.
Wow, I literally just pulled that out of my ass.
If we didn't, then who
But
cares?
like, how do you not
Because
know
there's
whether
a
you
lot
did
of
or
years,
not?
and Thanksgiving,
Yeah, they blend.
you know, like childhood memories are like basically garbage. I can't remember what I had for lunch or whatever.
Yeah, Thomas doesn't know what he's doing
The answer
here.
is nothing.
What? Oh, you caught me. I'm just here to eventually cash in on something.
Thomas, did you Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was pretty great. I went to my stepdad's parents' house, and we had a bunch of turkey and pecan pie and this garbage green bean casserole. It was just absolute shit.
Who made
I
it?
hope you let them
I
know,
don't
Thomas.
fucking
I hope
know,
you
but
looked
I'll
them
never
right
touch
in
it.
the
I'm never
face
talking to them again.
and said that.
Was it your old grandmother who made it?
No, I looked. No, it
She's
wasn't.
just
This
like,
is
this is shit!
the grandmother on. I don't. What? No, I don't have a grandma on that side.
So, wait, your grandma
this is
in
my
Holly
step.
Springs
This is
didn't
my.
go?
This is my stepdad's side of the family. No, we went to her place for dinner.
I mean, you could have
Oh.
people from different sides of the family at one thing. Like we had a we had
yeah,
a grandfather
but we
and a grandmother from different sides of the family at our house, so it's not like it.
That seems completely normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Thomas is acting like it's
I
out
get
of
it.
the normal, and I think we should shame him for that.
I mean it's abnormal for me, so I just didn't put two and two together, man. But no, and then I went to my grandma's house, and it was just me, my mom, stepdad, and my brother, and my grandma, and just we had some chicken pastry and some pie and stuff. It was a good time.
What does this have to do with technology news, Thomas?
Absolutely nothing, man.
Somebody
That's
asked
what he did after
Thanksgiving was like.
Thanksgiving and wait in line at Black Friday.
Nothing. I was just I was
I didn't,
highlighting the
though.
internal contradiction that is our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, man.
Hey
Whatever,
man, we have our moments.
Yeah,
Not in the
I think
last
it's a
5
good
episodes we
podcast.
haven't really talked about technology. But,
What are you talking about? Last week, that's all we
mean-
talked about.
Well,
Okay.
I don't remember that.
I don't watch this show.
And fucking Thomas deleted all my shit at the bottom.
To
Yep.
be fair, I was sick of that. It'd been there for like 6 months.
Yeah. Corey just had
6
like, oh, here's a bunch of
months, he
notes
says.
on solid state drives that I'm just
Well,
gonna
because-
recite for some
because
reason.
I was gonna talk about it, but
What,
anyway.
you want to talk about it
Just
right
what?
now?
Hey guys, did you know
No,
how
I don't
solid
wanna do
state
it
drives
because they're
work?
gone.
They're not gone,
Fuck
Corey.
you.
We have them redundantly saved like 7 times.
Did you
Ser-
guys do any
they're like-
shopping?
No.
On Black Friday?
You didn't
No,
even do online
Nope.
stuff.
No.
no. I helped my friend order a mechanical.
I
keyboard.
used up all my money on like Wednesday, buying myself Pokemon Moon and my brother Pokemon Sun. And I was able to...
Why does everybody that I know also get Pokemon Moon with me? And then like they're like, yeah, I got Pokemon Sun for like my
Well,
sister.
Ben's got
And I'm just
Pokemon
like,
Sun,
great.
so there you go.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, good.
I got a
You know-
graphics card.
Cause I got Moon.
Corey actually
Oh
bought
yeah,
stuff.
nice.
Yeah.
What kind of graphics card did you get?
I got a RX 480.
Is that good?
Yeah, the good one.
That's the one I
So
would
that-
have. That's the one I
that's
would have
a little
told
older,
him to
isn't
buy.
it?
No, it came out this year.
It's the meme one. Yeah.
This year.
It came out when? Last
Nah,
year?
It came out like
They
it
were
came out
sold
like 4 months
as
ago.
They are. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
got the XFX
What am I
one.
thinking of then?
So I'm going from 1 gig to 8 gigs. So it'll be a nice step up.
Yeah, you should be able to run whatever
least
you
on
want,
low.
as long as you're.
Yeah, I'm excited.
At least
It
on
came
low.
with Civ 6
should be able to run whatever
too,
you want
so
now.
that's pretty
Corey,
dope.
I bought the previous generational
Yeah, but-
card, and I'm running everything on Ultra, so you're fine.
Wait, you have an
Yeah.
RX?
I'm running.
I don't even know what that means, honestly.
Wait, what card do you have?
The 390.
R9?
Yeah, the
Or
R9 390.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's Nvidia, isn't
No,
it?
it's AMD.
No. All the RX cards are AMD. Nvidia's got the GTX series.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Like the GTX
Yeah,
1080.
1080s, the new.
I was thinking about getting a 1070, but I was
That one's
reading
fine.
stuff about how AMD cards generally get supported for longer. So
970 was the one I was considering last year when I bought a card, but then the 3.5 thing. So no, thank you.
yeah,
So if they're lying to people about what their product actually is, then I'm just not on board. So I don't care.
Oh, the whole like.
Yeah,
3.5
I know
and
it turned
then
into a
extra, like,
meme on
0.5
V,
is
but I
separate.
was like, you know what, that's enough reason for me to go AMD. I prefer AMD anyway.
I mean, I've got
Not
an
for a
AMD.
processor, though. Yeah.
Like CPU. Yeah, I've got an AMD
What do you have?
processor.
what CPU?
What
No,
graphics
no,
card
what
or AMD 8320.
Nerd.
Why? Is that what you have?
Why?
No, Thomas and I have the 8350.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Good on you for knowing that, because I didn't.
God damn it!
yeah, I got the 80. Yeah, I've got the 8320.
Yeah, everybody else has AMD processors, man. That's weird.
It's because they're cheap and they work just fine.
Yeah, they're cheap and it's like they're really good and they're good at multitasking because I keep a lot of crap of when I play.
4
games and stuff.
gigahertz, Ben.
I have the i7 67K, whatever it's called.
He has an actual.
Yeah, I have the
processor.
Skylake that came. I have the Skylake that came out
He
late
has
last
a-
year.
Ooh,
That's pretty neat.
they have what Cabby
Nice.
Lake now? Or something?
Yeah, that's the next one, or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah.
Look, I can render a video in basically real time. Like the amount of time that the video runs is about how long it
Yeah,
takes.
your computer
That's
will
pretty
probably
dank.
last you 5
Probably,
years.
I hope so, because I don't.
That's a. I mean, mine's 5 years, and it just needed a. It didn't really need a graphics card, but it was nice, you know.
I don't know. It was
Um,
like you were running Overwatch on the minimum settings, right?
Yeah.
Although technically you can play the game better on minimum because some of the foliage doesn't obscure stuff.
I can play on medium. I just can't like record or stream while playing medium.
Yeah, I can't render a video
Oh,
and
yeah.
play a game very well, but
No, I don't think anyone.
I don't
can
think
do
anybody
that.
can do that though, so that's fine. It turns into like 20, like low 20s frame rate.
As Thomas calls it, PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, Overwatch.pptx.
When was the last time you made a PowerPoint, Thomas?
Probably a year or two ago.
See, nobody uses PowerPoint anymore. Like my sister's in high school now, right?
I mean, I assume you're right.
and they have them using all like the Google
Good.
Drive stuff and like no it's awful because they're like yeah everything just uses Google, right? And then they assign them things and they're like, so we need you to make a presentation and you're not allowed to use Google like PowerPoint or anything. And it's just like, then why would you say that like you don't need to buy Microsoft Word or anything else? Everything is on Google, and then like specifically say, "Nah, you
At
can't."
least they're
because
making
high-
a step in the right direction.
It's because
Yeah, but they're wanting them to use like Prezi and stuff.
Oh,
That's
no.
gross.
Prezi can go to man. They
Like,
started
Prezi's
pushing that
bad.
like our senior year of high school, and it was so garbage.
It was
Glad we got out.
We used it in
awful.
Holocaust class.
God, he got out.
Was like that a
Literally
class on the Holocaust or a class on how to?
It
It's
was
a how
a-
to. It's
it
a
was-
how
It
to
was
basic topic.
Holocaust
Okay.
and genocide. It was a class in our
It's
high
like
school.
shop class,
was
but
a-
you make furnaces instead of
I mean, they made him use Prezi. So what it sounds like to me is that it was a simulation.
Yeah, we got we,
We just put on our vibes and we were in the Holocaust for 90 minutes.
God.
Apparently, Bruce Lee took a trip back from the future to drop some vibes off. Back
You
in
would think if Bruce Lee
2011.
went back from the future, he would know to deal with that cancer.
Oh man,
We should watch a Bruce Lee movie.
Wow.
Okay, which one?
Enter the Dragon.
All right, that's what we're watching next
sure,
week.
yeah.
Is that the one? Is that the one with that he fights
He was
Chuck
in
Norris?
a Batman.
He was in a Batman.
He was in-
He was in a
What?
Batman.
He was Batman, and he played as just some garbage character. Never mind.
Thanks for sharing, Corey.
If he's not on the first, dude, these fucking movies.
There we go. Bruce Lee versus Batman. Who would win?
Yo, look at this. Obviously Batman, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, prep time.
Also, he just
I put
he
it-
just outweighs him by so much.
Dude, look at the movies he's in, like his 1955 movies. Look at those names.
I'm not going to.
They're crazy, man.
Look at those names.
They're crazy.
Look at those names.
Let me go to the thing and I'll read them because Corey's not gonna fucking.
You
do
literally can't read them, Thomas.
it. Are they in Chinese?
There's something.
What if I, Thomas? What if I already
So
know
good.
how much Hitler's wife's underwear sold for?
Well, then you don't answer the question. The
Wait a minute.
question.
Oh,
You didn't even
were
post
we
that,
not supposed to
Thomas. I
look?
posted that.
Were we not supposed to
It
look?
says-
I looked.
Yeah, no,
It says.
I was
"Don't
like,
look."
it says don't
I guessed
look,
to myself.
nerds.
Well, yeah, but well, then why'd you even put a link in?
So that way we
I
can click it afterwards.
guessed. Well, I guessed, and then I looked.
God, I hate
and
you.
he got
So-
it to the nickel.
I mean, I asked some of my friends. Yeah, I did. I asked some of my friends too, and like one of my friends. So, for anyone that doesn't know, they sold a pair of Hitler's her knickers, Hitler's wife's
Madam
knickers, Ava Braun's knickers. Anyway, and lacy pink knickers.
Can we stop saying
But,
that?
Are they
lacy
It's-
pink?
Ask
the
a
word,
friend.
the word is losing meaning, and I'm uncomfortable with it.
Wait, were they lacy pink though?
Yeah,
Neat.
I think so.
Conspicuous
I asked my friend, I was
brown
like, how much do you think they
stain.
sold for? He was like, my friend. Oh. My friend looked at me and he was just like a lot more than they should. What, like $10,000? And I was just like, that's not that much. Her knickers aren't worth $10,000.
Like I would
One of them's
imagine
like $5.
someone would own these and they would go into the Pawn Star shop and they would be like, yeah, there was this massive brown stain and I cleaned it off. And then Rick Harrison's gonna
This
get
should
all
be worth
mad
more
about
now.
how you're not supposed to clean antiques.
Yeah, but
I only say that
he would probably not buy it because they would do like some principal moral stand and turn it into a whole thing in the episode. They're like, I'm not buying
Oh
Hitler
yeah, that's
things.
right. There's a couple episodes where he wasn't gonna buy Nazi stuff. So Thomas, you're out of luck there, buddy.
Oh, I'm not gonna A, buy Nazi stuff. B, go to that pawn
I think
shop
what Corey's saying,
buy
Thomas,
things.
is that
Why
he just
not?
won't buy anything
Why
from
not?
you.
Oh, okay.
Why wouldn't you go into the
Thomas,
pawn
you
shop?
aren't
No,
reading
I
out
said
these
I want to go
names.
into the pawn shop to buy stuff.
Because Nazis, you guys. Because
Oh.
I'll go in
he's a
there
Nazi.
to like trip Chumley and then record him trying to get up. But that's it.
He's in good shape now. Well,
Damn!
maybe not good, but
You know,
he's there.
less
He's also
less
still-
awful.
Better.
He's not dead, so he
Dude,
either
have you
improved or just
ha-
stopped existing.
That was a rumor for a while too.
Yeah, it
that
was.
He died.
Oh no!
I think that was at
a big
least in
rumor
part
for-
because of
for, like-
B.
Didn't he get arrested?
Everyone's been B.
B. What's B? Oh, you
Yeah.
mean
Oh, he
the
did get
portrait,
arrested.
though.
He got arrested for guns and drugs.
Neat.
That's the best.
All
That's
that
the best
cocaine
thing to be
really
arrested
slimmed him
for.
down.
This man has a really memeable face, though. Thomas, read out those
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, he does.
Bruce Lee movie names.
Oh, are we still doing that?
Yeah, we were waiting on
Yeah,
you.
it's just
Well,
a
we
bunch
gotta
of
pick one.
Chinese shit, man.
Read them out.
We got Jilu Zhang, Ren Ji Chu, Ku Hai Ming Deng, Si Mu Lei, Fu Ji Guo, which means juvenile.
Oh.
Yeah, that just has it in parentheses, so I'm assuming that's what that is. And
It's not.
Qianwan Ren Jia. And then Nu Zhai, Gu Jing Zhui Lei. A whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, that's great.
Can you
Corey,
just keep-
did you see that somebody
Yeah, I
commented on one of the podcast videos in Russian?
What?
Was it Michael?
No,
No, it wasn't Michael.
Did you ask Mike? Did you message Michael and
Wait,
ask him
what?
like what
Which
it meant?
one was
the most recent one.
Huh.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm pretty
Did
sure I
you-
already
well,
translated
so-
it. It just says "good job" or something.
Fantastic.
So Thomas, on this list,
Was it
on the
Michael's
list-
dad?
On this list, what
Probably not.
What movie do you want to watch?
Oh, on the. Oh man.
Since we're apparently not watching Enter the Dragon for some reason.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I'm
everyone's
fine with
seen
Enter
that.
the Dragon.
Yeah, well, let's
I'm
watch.
fine with that too. All the rest of these are probably not in English.
Is it
I've
on
probably seen
Netflix
Fucking on
though?
Netflix these days, man.
Yeah, Netflix has gone from being like a movie
Just
streaming
TV.
service to like we have
It's
TV
cartoons
shows.
and
now.
So
anime.
much TV. Like it's still got Star Trek, so it's fine. But you know,
I mean, it's got like the Flash. It's got some good
yeah, no,
shows.
it's,
Like, don't get me
the best
wrong,
feature it
it's
has
just,
at this
like-
point is like it's getting TV shows as they come out. So like when the new season comes out, you can catch up with the previous season, which is useful. But you know, other countries are getting shows as they come out on Netflix, and I'm like, why can't we just do that in America? Why? Yeah.
Wait, they are.
Oh
I
yeah,
had
like
not heard
Better
of
Call
that.
Saul all came out on Netflix. Like I think maybe even all at once, or maybe as it was coming out, like contemporaneously with the U.S. release of the show. Just for example,
Why wouldn't this guy write in English?
what do you?
The whole podcast is in English.
Oh, Corey's on some other thing. That's great.
He's still talking about that commenter for no fucking reason. We've
Alright,
moved on, Corey.
Thanks,
Calm
Thomas.
down.
Corey, we've moved on.
Okay, so
Thomas, you're completely screwing up my editing later. I'm gonna have to deal with that.
speaking of this, we figured out that Thomas, when he screams, we all thought that his mic just cut out, but he clips himself.
Yeah, no, I just start laughing like halfway through and I can't keep it up. So
and it just stops.
Oh, so it's just like it's not like his microphone.
so it's like- it's like if
that's
Thomas-
just my voice. I just auto clip
He's
It's like
mentally
between
ill.
yeah, he only can reach a certain decibel range, and then it just
before I
clips.
just start laughing.
in real life.
Can't deal
Though.
with it.
By the way, we're watching Enter the Dragon because Jackie Chan's in it too. I forgot about that.
Oh, is he? All right, we can watch Another Dragon. I'll have to go find it.
You guys remember Jackie Chan? We talk about every episode.
Yeah, we did. We talk. Jackie Chan's are like the second or third most talked about topic.
Oh man.
Well, speaking of talking about things from previous episodes, so I went on my Facebook and I posted ThomasMakesFaces.com.
Why did you do this?
Oh, no.
I tagged you, and so I posted that as my status, and my dad shared it.
Thomas, I told you to put ads on this shit.
And I told you,
Oh,
I
no.
told you to make the pictures better, man. You got to crop those.
Man, fuck you. I told you, and I quote, I finished coding this, I'll never touch it again.
But where are the Fune facts gonna?
Yeah,
come
where are
in?
the Fune facts going to come in?
Well, you want to take a look at the source file, you can do it.
Look, if you send me all the images, I'll crop them for you.
There's an
Yeah,
image
there's a
of it that
lot that
doesn't
don't work.
Man, I thought I fixed those.
Really, I've only came across one. 72
I didn't
doesn't
actually
work.
check which one it was.
Well, whatever.
It just-
70. Oh,
They-
the name. Okay.
How many pictures
yeah, how many
are
are there,
there?
Thomas?
In total, I think there's like
Because
there-
number 1 doesn't work. Number 2,
Okay.
are you eating corn? Number 2?
okay, there's
He
a total
is
of
the
100.
Wait,
is
is
eating
number
pictures.
2 the one where he's eating like? Is that the Fune phase? Like the classic Fune phase?
Yeah, that's the original.
Yeah, he's eating combos. I think.
No, those are
It was
taquitos.
pizza.
Number-
It was pizza.
No, wait, no, yeah, those are
Number
definitely
4.
combos. Ben was right.
Yeah.
Number 4
I can
is
tell
is
because
the
I had
face
the
that.
monster in the background that I could only get at the gas station. It was like the one that was bigger than the regular size can. And if I was going to get that, I was definitely going to get the combos too. So that's definitely what I'm eating in that picture.
Thomas, do you still eat combos?
Not often.
We're
no.
talking about
Actually, not Not
ThomasMakesFaces.com.
since I
Everyone.
left my job at the grocery store.
Wait, did you
Number
say lost your
number
job?
3.
Left.
Oh.
So image number 3 is an image that they would not buy at the Pawn Stars store.
Yeah, no. It's just a picture of me that one of these fucks just drew a bunch of swastikas and a Hitler stash and wrote, I hate the Jews.
Number 5, 6, and 7 are all the same, but they get progressively
It's great
smaller.
that that's posted on Facebook because there's a chance someone will see that image.
Oh man.
Why are some of these images just like resized of the other ones? Like 8 and 2 are
Because
the
he
same.
put no
There's-
effort
Because he
into
put
making this
he put
glorious
so little
website.
effort in. Thomas, if send me
No,
me a
but
link
like
to all the
he had to
images
put
and I'll
effort
fix them
into
for you. Okay?
into. But he had to put like effort into duplicating the
No,
image.
No.
these
That's what
are-
gets me.
These kids sent me basically all their images that they had of my faces, and I just put them up. And I've removed a lot of duplicates from like the generator,
Right.
to where it won't like call on like
The generator.
the matrix of
Oh, yo, do you have
file
a-
names.
Do you have a
Yeah, we
Oculus
borrowed
Rift
one
or
from the
something?
Oh yeah,
library.
we rented it from the library.
Oh.
Live memes.
If you go to
My favorite is 169.jpg.
Oh yeah, these don't have titles; they're just numbers. That one doesn't work.
What? Oh, that's one of the ones
Yeah.
where for some reason the file name is in all caps.
What?
Yeah,
mean the
no,
file
some of
extension?
So
them.
the dot.
Yeah, the file extension. My bad.
So okay, so if I go to 169
Dot
JPEG
JPEG.
and the JPEG is capital, then it actually works. And yes, that image is
Yeah.
great. You know what? You know what though? I noticed you no longer make that face. You made in all of your pictures from high school.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I don't even remember what that is.
I remember you telling me that was like you lost a bet and you had to make that face for like 4 years or something.
Speaking of high school,
Yeah.
someone was going to talk about
It
the
timed
robotics team using a subreddit to communicate.
Oh yeah, no. I got bored one day, so I was like, I went to see what the robotics team was up to, and I went to Team 3, like the original website, team3229.com.
I'm going to go there right now.
No, there's nothing there. So then
No?
I was like, what are they using then? Did the team disband? What's going on? So I then Googled the team, and like the fifth or sixth result or whatever
Oh,
was
no.
a subreddit.
Wait, there's a HawkimusPrime.weebly.com.
What is the BlueAlliance.com? Oh, these are like, what?
That's a first
I don't see the
robotics
subreddit.
competition thing. Oh,
I don't see the
well,
subreddit.
whatever. It's reddit.com/r/HawktimusPrime.
No, dude, they have a website. It even has a countdown to the 2017 season kickoff.
Okay, but this thing has a post as recent as 20 days ago.
Oh, well, what is it you said?
Optimus
Reddit.com.
Prime,
What?
man.
Reddit.com,
Optimus
Optimus
Prime.
I don't.
Prime.
Oh, that's too much fucking.
Exactly. Got to type out 2 words.
lot of work.
Go to
That's
hell.
Dude, they could just make
I'll
it say
just- here, I'll put it
23229.
also
That's
Also,
like
it's fucking Hawktimus. That's such a
I already
stupid thing
typed
to-
it.
Yeah, I voted against that
I did.
name, Corey. I
Shut up.
did. It was awful. These kids.
That was my name that I put.
Yeah, it
forward.
was awful, Thomas, and I hated you for it.
I like how
Yeah.
they still didn't change
No,
the
yeah.
logo because
They're
like the
still
whole
using
point
my-
was not
they're
that
still
was
using the name that I came up with and the logo that I put together.
You didn't even put together the logo. You took the Autobots logo and you removed 3 blocks.
Man, I had to fucking
And then you-
like,
and then you
trace
turned
that
it
shit
yellow.
out, though.
Oh shit! Look at this
What?
fucking kid.
Are you serious?
He looks so awkward, and he has a unibrow.
What are you talking about?
Which
Okay,
one?
so I'm on the
Which
subreddit,
one?
and like the 9th post is the picnic images, and the
Oh.
fucking kid on
Pictures
the
from the
far
picnic.
right. That kid looks awkward as fuck. Look at him.
Yep.
I recognize.
You
one,
recognize these
maybe
people?
2. I recognize one person. You remember Mateo?
Who?
No.
Wait,
Mateo
No.
Mateo Longo.
was his name actually
Metal
Mateo,
Logo?
or was it just Matt?
Yeah,
Oh, nope, I don't know.
Mateo. Okay, he is standing at the top. If you go to image 5 of the picture of the
God,
picnic
this is a
pictures,
garbage cast.
at the
Exactly.
top row,
Corey,
there's
you
a
and I
guy
should
with
just leave and make our
sunglasses.
own
He's the guy
podcasts.
next to him.
These people
Why?
look terrible.
You love us.
They're
Their
high
shirts are kind of. I
schoolers.
like the shirts. I like the
It's the
shirts.
same fucking logo in a circle.
Yeah. No. If you look at the one girl has a shirt that's just like the logo, but it's like half the logo and it's giant.
Oh no.
Why?
On
Why
the left?
isn't there like legacy photos?
Where's Mr. Simpson? Who are all these teachers? Who are all these adults? Like we had
Mr.
like
Simpson
2.
left the place, didn't
Yeah, he left.
Well, I know. Yeah, he left. He left he left. Like he entered the school my freshman year, and then when I graduated, he left. He literally only stayed for my 4 years.
They look like the same
And
kind
then
of
he-
people that were in robotics in 2010.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like,
Horrible,
So-
horrible people.
my question is, who are all these adults?
They're the mentors,
They're
man.
new-
Maybe it turned
new
into a
teachers
real
and mentors,
thing.
man.
We had
Yeah, but-
2.
But
no,
Steven,
we had
it
like
c-
2.5.
It kind of
Yeah.
sucked
We had-
when we
we had
only
Simpson.
had 2. Like, we were awful.
Yeah, it was pretty garbage.
Like, you guys were building that stupid surgical tubing-based arm that didn't work at all. It was awful. It was embarrassing. Michael and I were like, nah, we're just going to go work on the mini-bot and do our own thing. And then the arm was...
The mini-bot was
yeah,
cool.
that's because it worked. It wasn't made out of rubber. It wasn't made out of rubber tubes.
Pneumatics.
Look, my point being, we've talked about this way too long.
Yeah, some of these. There's this.
Is Mr. Gregory still there, Steven?
I don't.
Why don't you
see
just
him
ask your
in
sister,
the,
Oh shit, she does go there, doesn't she? Fuck.
I don't see. I think he's still at the high school because he comes by Starbucks every now and then.
I'm gonna rip that audio right there. Why don't you just ask your sister, Corey? And I'm just gonna use that as a response to something Corey says later down the line.
Can you send that to me too, and then rip out the Corey part?
Dude,
so I
mean, she's like,
send that to
she's
other
the
people
complete
too.
opposite. She's like a cheerleader.
I
that
don't
person.
care, Corey. That's not what we're
So
talking
it's
about.
like it basically. She's never over there.
Right, but she would be aware if somebody was in the building.
I don't think so.
She's got a yearbook.
That doesn't mean anything.
She's like, oh yeah, is that fucking? How would she know? There's a whole bunch.
There's
of
a
people
lot of
in there,
meeting
dude.
overviews.
She probably doesn't know who the
Like-
band
like-
teacher is.
I mean, to be fair,
Well, maybe
I
she
didn't
does.
either.
Is she in the band? I didn't know who the band teacher
well, I mean,
was.
she's a cheerleader. She probably knows who the band person is because they're there as well.
If
Yeah,
your
that's what you think.
wax museum has to have labels on the wax figures, then you didn't do a very good job.
Yeah.
Dude, that wax museum was
It
fine.
was awful, dude. Those wax people were terrible.
Dude, Donald Trump looked like
no,
him.
he doesn't.
He doesn't. He looks like the Japanese
Dude,
Donald Trump
my-
impersonator, man.
But you can tell.
Yeah,
Dude, my
I could guess
Pokemon
that
looks
somebody
like
was
Donald
trying
Trump.
to make
Yeah.
Donald Trump. That doesn't mean it's a good representation of Donald Trump.
Well,
it's
that means
better
they
than
don't
what
need
you
the
could
label.
do.
You're
Ben.
right, because I wouldn't try, because making wax people is like the biggest waste of time ever.
Unless you're getting paid lots of money
I
for it.
don't know that they are.
Lots
As
might
opposed
be
to
a
this
bit
podcast.
That's true, you know.
I would assume that they're not making much. I would think they would come out of like some sweatshop equivalent.
Probably not. I
mean-
would imagine some guy just commissioned some guys to do it, like a team of wax makers. I don't know. Is that a job? Wax? Blah, blah.
Yes,
Wax
squash,
sculptor?
blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
probably
know.
a job.
We should automate
How
it.
much
We
do
should
they get
automate
paid?
that job
Wax-
as quickly as possible.
Already done. No, it doesn't tell you how much they make.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Salary.
Oh well.
Because it's some dude who lives in his basement, and he's like, "Hey, can you buy my wax sculpture of someone?"
I think
Why are we talking
I
about
don't know. I
Sculpting
don't know.
careers. Because you guys aren't saying anything.
No, we were. We were
Yeah,
having a
'cause you
separate
brought up wax.
conversation, and then you just started talking about wax sculptures.
I no, that was my fault. I
Yeah.
just casually just insulted them for no reason.
You're just like, yo, if you have to put signs on your wax sculptors, like,
Yeah,
just
it
out
was.
of the
I was
blue.
looking at the. I was on.
20 to 80,000 a year.
20 what?
20,000 to 80,000.
To do
Wax
what?
sculptor.
To be a wax
Yeah.
sculptor?
Sculpt wax.
I don't even.
Average is
mean,
42,000.
okay.
Wow.
Are you talented enough to sculpt wax for a
No.
living, Corey? Then why does it matter?
Well, I'm just saying. They
Saying
get
what?
paid more than Thomas.
They get paid more than
No,
you.
they don't.
Okay.
Oh.
So earlier this week, me and Corey, we were just hanging out. 'Cause Corey was in town for Thanksgiving and shit. We were like, well, Corey had an hour or so till he had to go do something, so we
Oh,
went to
no.
go hang out at the mall. And on the way there, me and Corey got into discussing. He was saying how like in his like middle school, all the weebs were just wearing Naruto shirts. He didn't see any Dragon Ball shirts, and he was surprised about it.
The thing
And
is,
I was
though,
saying, no, there's like tons of Dragon Ball shirts. People were wearing them all the time, and like there was all of them that just said "just saying." Later today, we found that exact same fucking shirt. One of the first stores we walked into, the first fucking shirt he picked, it was just a picture of Goku, and it just said "just saying." It was
so what it
fucking
was is we were
coincidence.
on the way to the mall, and I was like, I didn't see any, Goku shirts or whatever. And then Thomas is like, yeah, they had the one that just said "just saying" on it. And so we go into this shop, and the first shirt I pick up out of like the dozen that are there
Literally what
is
I
just
just
Goku on it, and it just says "Just saying."
That is exactly what I
Well,
just
Dragon
said,
Ball Z-
word for word.
Yeah, but you
Dragon Ball
explained
Z,
it really
like-
bad, so
Dragon Ball Z like made a comeback
Those
though.
are the exact words I used, Corey.
I am so glad that
okay.
I didn't go to whatever this foolishness was.
Swamp Thing was there.
So, what?
No, as soon as we walk into
Thomas
the mall,
is
there's
just a
this
terrible person.
there's this like
Don't even.
slightly more overweight than I am woman with green hair.
Oh no.
And I just lean over to Corey and I'm like, it's Swamp Thing. She followed us from when we saw that one at the Texas border.
Wait, she followed
Yeah,
us.
when we were driving into Texas, we just saw a giant sculpture of Swamp Thing.
Yeah, so it followed us, and I wanted to take it home. Because that's what it did.
feel like
That's what
that's
you
a
do
bad
when an
idea.
animal follows you home, right?
He's just a terrible person.
You'd be
If
the
your
kind
pet-
of guy that would like get it. You'd get it home, and then it would be like, Thomas, I want to go buy a soda. Can I have borrow some cash? And you'd be like, sure. How much you need? And it'd be like,
Dude,
$2.50.
literally,
And then you realize
Oh,
that it
God
wasn't a
damn
Swamp
it.
Thing.
God
and it was
damn,
actually
this
a giant
episode's the
fish.
worst episode. This is so
literally
bad.
No,
within
Steven.
seconds of walking into the mall, I
How does-
wanted to leave. It was awful. The mall is a terrible place.
For terrible people.
Why did you even?
You could have
Why did
known
you
that
even go
before you
in that
showed up.
hour?
I mean, I don't know what I expected. Maybe it would be different. Maybe all the cancer would have been gone by now. But
No,
No,
it never is.
no.
It's always
Never
that
will.
bad, Corey.
Yeah,
it just makes me feel a little bit
It's-
better about myself.
it's
Okay.
never been not that bad. The best times that we've gone to the mall are when we've gone to the mall and then like
Yeah.
left the mall and gone to do
My
something
favorite times
else.
when we go to the mall is when we don't go to the mall.
Yeah, because we'll be like, guys, let's hang out. What should we do? I mean, we could go to the mall, and then we meet up at the mall, and then we leave and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like
Those are the
I
best
didn't even
times.
want to do that in like middle school or high school, except for Game Frog. There was a Game Frog.
What is
there. Do you guys
Game
remember
Frog?
Game Frog?
No.
What the fuck is Game
I don't know.
Frog?
It was like an internet
Battletoads?
cafe or whatever. No.
Extreme
So it was
Dinosaurs?
a place. It was a place you go.
Freddy Fish. You went there and you played
Yeah,
Freddy
you,
Fish.
you went there and you played video games. If you didn't have a console or something, you would go there
Oh,
and
I
you
remember
would
that
play
place.
video
Yeah, but-
games.
It was like right as if you walk into like Cary Town Center and there was the Dairy Queen right there, and that one store right past it that always changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That's where it used to be.
I mean, that's what people did for like birthdays and stuff. It's like, oh, we go to Game Frog for a little while and then we go back to the house.
I've never
I've
been in
never
that store.
heard of it.
Well, I don't think
never went
any
in
of
there.
them exist anymore or anything like
Well,
that.
there was an internet cafe next to if you go to Cary, you know the ice or you know Jelly Beans
Yeah.
in Cary?
Yeah.
You know where that is? You know the Japanese steakhouse like right
Uh-huh.
next door? Right next to that.
Oh
like,
yeah,
literally
yeah.
the
That,
next
that,
door
no,
over
that
was
went out of
that was
business,
one.
like, shortly after Game Frog did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing was fucked too.
I've never been in either of those stores because when I wanted to play video games, I just went to a friend's house or played them on my PC like a master race person should.
Well, I remember going there to play an Xbox 360 back when they first came out, and they were like, you couldn't even get one. Do you remember
No.
that? Thanks, Ben.
I mean, I just don't.
I don't
just
ever remember
don't have
having a
any memory
shortage of
anything
Xbox
like that.
360s.
Well,
My
I mean,
brother was into Sony and I Nintendo'd.
when Xbox first came out, like, dude, it was ridiculous. People would wait out. It was like when the new iPhones came out. Remember that back in the day? People would sit there and wait outside the store,
I remember that.
and
I
then
do
they
remember
would
that.
sell it on eBay for $2,000. It was the same thing.
I remember that specifically because there was a news article that years ago that like some lady was like, I'm going to buy all of the iPhones that the store has. So she went to the guy in the front of the line and she was like, I'll give you $1,000 to like give me your place in line. And he was like, sure, like whatever. So she gets his place in line and she's the first person to walk in and she's like, hello, I would like to buy all of your iPhones, please. And they're like, you can have 2.
Yep.
And they had limited it to like 2 per customer, and she just didn't know. So she was super mad. And then the guy in line was just like, "Yeah, I'd like to buy one iPhone using the $1,000 in cash that this lady just gave me, and I will keep the other like $600, you know, and like go spend it
When
on
did an
other things,
iPhone
like an
cost
Xbox
$400?
360 that I won't have any trouble getting
When did an iPhone cost
Hmm?
$400?
if you buy them without like a plan."
How long?
You just
the
buy
the
it, like,
man who got
straight up.
$1,000. How long do you think he had to wait in that line?
6 years.
like a day or a couple days maybe.
days.
He was there
That's-
before the
that's
store
worth it.
opened, as in went into business.
He saw them like installing the Apple logo, and he was like, "It's gonna be good." Pulled out a tent and just started waiting.
At the time, their biggest product was like the Apple Mac, that translucent blue thing that Thomas bought.
Yeah, the
Oh, sorry, it was
2002 iMac.
some lady.
I mean,
2006.
even if it was like 3 or 4 days,
It was this was some like it was in like 2007 or
if
8.
it was 3
I
or
guess
4 days, and he got $1,000 for sitting there and waiting.
he got $800.
That's
It
dope,
looks
dude.
like.
I would do that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
$200 a day to just be
But
there.
yeah, she paid this guy $800 for his spot in line, and then got in, and it was a limit of 1 phone per
Fucking
customer.
stupid woman.
And she was super mad. I just found the YouTube like news
Was it
article.
iJustine?
Yes, YouTube news articles, the source of all the news from the past.
No, it's like a news article, but like rehosted on YouTube.
What?
Even worse.
I think he means report, and he's saying article.
Someone put the television
Whatever,
on the
you
YouTube,
know what I mean.
Thomas.
Oh.
See, there's
okay.
this thing, Thomas, where you can actually record like live action stuff, and you can show it to other people
No,
later.
yeah, Ben. The word article.
Sometimes
Ben,
I wish we
that's
used-
what
I
fucked
know,
me.
Thomas.
God.
Sometimes I wish we could use
uploaded
You
like,
literally
a picture of a
explained it
Word
earlier.
document.
You literally
I know,
explained
Thomas.
it, and then shat on me for not understanding.
Exactly.
I hate you.
Any opportunity.
What he
Yeah.
did was he just took the PDF and made it into a video and put it on YouTube.
it
Just-
just slowly
that's what he
scrolls.
did. Archiving, man.
Just the text to speech.
I also enjoy the videos. So you know how they took the new iPhone and they removed the
Yes.
headphone
Way
port,
to
right?
go.
Yeah.
So they did not remove the headphone port from the new Macs,
Yes.
like the new
Yeah.
MacBooks.
Why?
Like, can somebody explain that to me? Why you would remove it from the cell phone?
Because
but
the
not
computer
your
won't be
computer?
any thinner if
Fucking
you take it
retarded.
out.
Because Steve Jobs is dead.
Is he, Thomas?
I also enjoy the fact that
Probably.
like you can't plug your new iPhone into a new Mac without like 1 or 2 adapters.
Yeah, man.
It just works,
Like-
Steven.
Apple has completely like
Steven,
just, like,
it
lost
just works.
everything. They're probably still don't work together anymore.
It's easy.
No, it doesn't just work.
It
Stop
just
saying
works,
that.
though.
It just works. No, man, if I was them, I would have put, like, one of those charging pads on the fucking laptop.
He says, fuck it, put 6 headphone jacks in the thing. It doesn't matter.
Just a fucking charging pad on the laptop. You just set your phone on there, and it just charges. It
That's
just
actually not a bad
works.
idea. Like where the palm rest is.
Yeah, like where the palm rest is, or, like, also on the back. So that way you've got your
Well,
laptop plugged in.
presumably they didn't have
the
like
end of the night.
extra
I feel like putting it on
space
the
that
back
they
wouldn't
weren't
be
using, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I assume that they've
I mean, then
So-
instead of just making it thinner every time, they just don't, and they just use that space.
But Thomas, if it's thinner, then
Yeah,
you're
why
more
don't they
likely to
just,
break
like,
it, and then
make
you have
a
to
better
buy a new one.
battery. That's not.
It's the
how
profit
Apple
model.
Thomas could
works.
Thomas is designing that 18-pound laptop.
Oh,
basically.
yeah.
Steven wasn't here for that, but
It's got 2 cup holders.
It has a,
What?
Lenovo
Got four-wheel
what is it?
drive.
Is it Lenovo or something? Acer? Some
Man,
shit.
whichever garbage
They have
company.
They have an
It was Acer.
18-pound laptop.
Jeez, an 18.
Mechanical
pound
keyboard.
laptop? Oh my god.
It does have a mechanical
18.
keyboard.
I'm
It does.
18 pound
It has all the
laptop.
In case you want even more people on an
If I
airplane
Google
to hit
this, Acer's 21-inch curved screen, 17.6 pound laptop. Jeez,
It's like
Got the curved
$5,000.
screens.
Fuck off, Thomas.
it's $5,000.
you. Man,
That's the way to do it.
I could build like
Wait,
I could
wait,
buy I could
so-
build like at least 4 really great PCs for that.
So many Pokemon packs.
It's got two. It's got
Did you
two
say
NVIDIA
3 or 4 really great pizzas.
PCs, Thomas, and I said 4.
Hold on.
Oh,
Does this thing even? Wait, this thing doesn't. Does this thing not have a mouse pad? Oh no, it does. What? Okay, so they put the mouse pad on like the top, like above the
But
keyboard.
it has a mouse pad?
the touchpad.
Yeah, it's a laptop.
Touchpad.
Okay,
Touchpad.
It's the hottest
That's
news
what
from
I-
5
yeah,
podcasts
touchpad.
ago.
So, dude, this
That might be accurate.
This is what even is this? It's got like, this is some weird stuff, man.
Anyways,
Thomas,
6 headphone jacks is fine.
Yes.
you foolishly purchased No Man's Sky. Did you want to talk about the update?
Oh yeah. They my foolishness might be paying off. I mean,
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
you
Don't
could have
lie.
got you
they're
could have
not doing
purchased
their
it for
promises,
cheaper
but
by
they're
now.
adding more
so.
content.
Dude, I could go. Hold on, how much is it on Steam
$1,000.
Still too much.
Right now? No, it's a Steam sales
Yeah,
on
that's
right
true.
now. That's
It
why I
might be on
asked.
sale.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Corey,
It'll
it's
be on sale.
continuous, and then there will be another one in like a
No
month. So don't worry about it.
man's.
Well, did this?
Sorry,
start
I
today?
lied. It's $36.
When did this
Wow,
start?
that's
It
today?
started 5 days ago,
yeah.
I think.
It's $36.
5 days ago.
If I bought it for $36, I would only be 5 hours away from my $1 an hour goal.
But you know
As
what?
it
You
stands,
Thomas,
did.
you
I'm
have
29
69 games you haven't played yet.
Overwhelmingly
It's
negative.
I know. It's great.
So
Overwhelming.
the issue. So, what did you say? The update gave him what?
Yeah,
Like
tell us
base
about the
building or
update.
something?
Base building was like the main bit of the update.
So
Wait a
so in
minute,
a
base
game that is
building wasn't
based
even
around.
in there. What the fuck was the game before?
You flew
that?
around and looked at planets, and that was it.
Corey, you
What?
ever have a save in Minecraft where you just walk in a direction just to see how far you can go?
No, I don't. I've
Well,
never
it's
done
that.
that.
Well, that's No Man's Sky. Could have paid $60 for it instead of $15.
I think I
Yeah.
paid 10.
Yeah, I think I paid $10
Anyway.
for Minecraft.
I don't know. I bought it when Michael told me
Anyway.
to buy it. In,
I
like,
think
high
Thomas
school,
bought
like,
it for
freshman
me
year
as
or
well.
I
whatever.
was sick of him not being on the server that I made for like a month. This bullshit.
Anyways, so No Man's Sky, a game about going to planets, getting resources, and then leaving that planet as soon as possible.
No,
now has
yeah,
base
but you can
building.
actually like teleport to and from it from any station, so it actually works out fine.
What is a station?
Space stations, man.
They have space stations
Around
now?
every fucking star system.
It's like
in
Mass
and
Effect
around.
relays, man.
Wait a minute. So what I thought the whole point was to go to like uninhabited planets. If every star system has a space station, how are all of these planets
Well, they're
uninhabited?
See, I thought this game was like the real life Darwin experience.
So you're not even exploring
You're
like
not exploring uninhabited things. No.
you're not even exploring new things. You're just like, oh, these people have been
Well, I
there
mean,
before.
these aren't-
I'm going to go there and
These aren't
rename what
people,
they've
they're,
already
like,
discovered.
NPCs, to be clear.
So it's like
Doesn't
the
matter.
space version of
Well,
the
it
discovery of
doesn't.
America.
Except worse.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, because these people have infrastructure set up, man.
there were temples, massive temples in cities.
Ben. Sticks and deer hide does not a temple make.
Oh my,
He's
oh
talking
my
about
God,
the Mayans
Thomas.
and the.
Oh,
and
I don't give a
stuff,
shit
like
about
South
the Mayans.
I don't
America
care
and
about the
whatever.
example that proves me wrong. Sorry.
I mean, basically. I thought we were talking about America, not not like North
There was the
America.
Mississippian mound building culture. They had pyramids.
Yeah, mound building. Mound building culture. Do you hear yourself speak?
But no,
Are
so
you
like,
kidding me? That's hilarious.
But yeah,
the
space
mound
station.
building culture.
is that an actual
Yeah, no,
thing?
yeah,
That's what it's
that's what
called.
it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty impressive for the time. It was, but I just like to meme.
Fantastic mounds and where to build them.
The varying
Fantastic
cultures
mounds
collectively
of
called.
agriculture.
So I
Fuck,
googled
Look,
mound
to be
builders.
fair,
Oh, yeah, but no
it was called the Mississippian culture, but like the most famously associated thing with them is they built mounds, right? So,
The
No, no, if
Mississippian
you-
culture now is
It's the
just
most
illiteracy.
famous thing they've done.
well, I mean, to be fair, that's
you
that's more
Google
than a lot of
mound
the other
builders-
Native American tribes were doing at the time.
Ooh, bird.
If you Google mound builders, it says the varying cultures collectively called
Exactly.
mound builders were inhabitants of North America who, during a 5,000-year period, constructed various styles of earthen mounds
Let's
for
just,
religious
look,
and
North
ceremonial
North
burial and
America was
elite
losing
residential
the civilization
purposes.
contest for a long time to South
You
America.
ever build a hill
Look,
for
people
fun?
lived.
Absolutely.
People
Man,
lived in
so
these
we
Called
have
hills.
this
Minecraft,
above-ground
Thomas.
pool.
They were hobbits.
Hold on.
They were
Corey
hobbits.
has a story about building
Well,
a hill for fun. I really want to
Yeah,
hear
dude.
it.
So we had this above ground pool, and you know when you have above ground pool, you like flatten it out and put a whole bunch of sand
I
in
absolutely don't.
Super jealous.
it.
But
So
No.
I don't remember what happened.
No.
Like there was a hole in the pool, and it just fucking flooded. It just went away. So there was this like sandbox, and all I would do was just dig holes and put sand and build mountains, and then I would sit in the hole.
fantastic.
That's what I would do. So yeah, mound building is fun, dude.
So, how old were you at the time again?
But
I don't
did
know,
you-
maybe like 10.
Okay, so you did in 10 years. What took... I'm not even going to say the whole
Thomas,
thing.
they had houses and stuff.
Yeah, but were they dirt houses? Were they hobbit folk?
No,
Yes.
Okay, then I don't care. That would be
Looking-
Thomas,
interesting.
how
Ben,
long did you
Ben,
spend
I'm
building
looking at
that
the picture.
goddamn hole in Minecraft?
Okay, Steven doesn't know. The kid built a
56, I think.
It was 128 by 128 square that went all the way down to bedrock, and a wall around it that went all the way up to the height limit.
He built.
So you would just be walking in like the direction of it, when off in the distance through the fog would spawn this giant ass rectangle, and you'd just be like, "What the fuck is this? Who would do such an autistic thing?" And the answer is me. I did that autistic.
You know how
thing.
people build like cool structures and nice architecture, and
I'm
Thomas
not-
just builds right angles.
I'm not
4
creative,
90-degree
but I'm-
right angles.
I'm not creative, but I'm persistent.
That's a callback, everyone.
And here's the thing,
Oh,
this
yeah,
was a
490
server that we
degree
were
angles.
all on, so Corey and I were actually doing things. I built a massive house
Yeah.
on top of a mountain that was crazy.
Your house wasn't impressive.
Yeah,
It was. I liked his house. It was pretty cool. It was ass to get up
yeah,
there,
it was a
but
pain.
It was pretty
Look,
cool
Corey,
once you got
eventually I
up
put a
there.
minecart up.
Corey-
But I also built an
Corey-
entire tree city. And I grew the trees.
Corey and Ben are like, yeah, we built cities. Corey and Ben are like, yeah, we built cities and like
Thomas says
mountaintop
hole.
homes. We're like the
Hey
we're
man,
like the dwarves.
in the hole,
and then
the bottom floor was this beautiful farmland. It was
It
great.
was pretty
You know
great
what
though,
with a
happened,
Thomas.
big ass
Thomas?
statue of me. There was a statue of my player character that was like 32 blocks tall that I built out of wool from sheep that I farmed.
Thomas,
raised,
do you know what happened though?
and died
It was
myself.
so big that just mobs would spawn all over the fucking
Yeah,
place.
you're
And
right.
It was just a
He
nightmare.
kept turning on
I got
peaceful
around
mode
to lighting
not
the
deal
whole
with
thing
it.
up, man.
so
I got
hold on.
around to
So
lighting
hold on,
the whole
hold on.
thing up.
So hold
Yeah,
on.
go ahead.
So Ben and Corey are like building cities.
I mean,
and
they're
stuff.
not building
And then
cities.
Thomas.
I
No, he
did
just
build
said
a
he
tree
built a
city.
tree
That's
city.
that's
It had
It's
like
not a
12.
tree
It had
city,
12
Ben.
structures.
Okay.
it was
well,
a tree
let me-
walkway. It was a tree
Anyways,
city that one
anyways,
place in
so-
Gen 3 Pokemon is called a city. And it had like 3
It was like
houses.
3 or
So-
4 times 4 tree
Alright,
city.
so-
Thank you very much.
Well, that's 4.
So Ben and
4
Ben
is
and
not a
Corey
city.
Ben and Corey are like laboring and like building like
And an
mountain houses
infrastructure
and stuff.
system. I
And
built
then-
rail
and then-
carts everywhere. They
Yeah.
went to Thomas places.
He sure did, and those were great.
Yeah,
and
Ben
then-
built road carts everywhere.
And then Thomas is just like, my name's Shia LaBeouf.
He's
and I dig
0. He was
holes."
0.
I was
He
zero,
literally
yeah.
just boxed himself in and just stayed
The wall
there.
going to the
Yeah.
height limit was like secondary. He built the hole first and was living in it, and then was like, "This is a problem," and built a wall all the way to the top.
Yep.
Why was it a problem? What was the issue?
He was inspired by Donald Trump.
Probably. This was honestly. This is a
Actually,
little
I
bit
think that
before.
did happen right about
Yeah,
then.
probably. This is largely in
No,
March.
I think that was right about.
Oh, so this is recent.
Yeah, this was in March.
He announced his candidacy in like last June, man.
Yeah, I know. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but the
wall
wall
came
came
later.
later.
The wall.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Oh god.
What were we
Who
talking
gives a
about?
shit?
No Man's Sky.
So-
Oh yeah,
so
you didn't tell us
speaking-
anything about it.
What were we talking about?
The update.
Oh, No Man's
No
Sky.
Man's
yes.
Sky.
Oh man, the update. No, yeah, base building. It's actually like I've played around with it a bit. The base building is actually pretty neat. You can have like it gives you like storage options. You can set up to like auto farm resources off that planet. So you can set up multiple bases on planets with like different resources to farm.
So basically what they did was they said, okay, so the main point of this game is to go from planet to planet, collect resources, and try to get to the center of the universe. And then they added base building. So now they're like, you don't even have to go from planet to planet. You can stop on one planet, set it up to collect resources by itself, and then
Well, I
just
mean,
like
no
set your
individual planet
course
will
to the
get you
center of
all
the universe.
resources you need, man.
So then you can just set your course to the center, and then just leave your computer running for a couple weeks,
Well,
and
I
then
mean,
you'll
you
win.
still have to go back to the base to grab the resources, and no individual planet will give you all the resources. Yes,
Dude,
you can automate the
this
whole
game can literally.
You can, but that's
You can automate.
This
the
sounds
whole
like
game
it's the
now.
worst
You can do that
parts
with
of
a lot of
Mass
games.
Effect.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
they also added in freighters that you can customize and build on. I think. I'm pretty sure. I haven't gotten that far into it. You have to spend a lot of money to get a freighter, though.
You know
Real
what you
money?
should do instead?
No, not real.
You
money.
could just like play like Overwatch or any other
Yeah,
game.
I know, but this is a lot more chill, and
Like-
I have different. I have like. It depends on what autism I have that day, man. What do you
The
want?
game.
Dude, you could
Normal
play,
people
you
call
could
those
play Pokemon
moods,
even.
Thomas.
Yeah, Ben, but people don't have a mood to be like, I'm gonna do this like mind-numbing thing for 3 hours.
Sure.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes I'm
called
just in the
watching
mood to like watch yeah. Sometimes I'm just in the mood to like watch like anime
Yeah, but
or
at least you're
something, or like
consuming
play
something,
Pokemon.
Ben. I'm just.
You're producing
I don't
I'm
something.
not
even know
consuming
what I'm
anything.
doing.
You're producing something.
You're producing.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
A single player game, and B, a game, and C, ones and
Okay.
zeros.
What if I'm okay? So if I'm just sitting there and playing Pokemon for 3 hours, then like that's the same thing. I'm not doing anything, but I'm still like training the Pokemon. Technically, I'm producing.
I gotta turn these
Effort
zeros into
values.
ones, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Anyway,
gotta straighten
also
them
The
have,
out.
like,
world
a bunch of,
depends on it.
they added like a bunch of UI improvements that are really, really good. They added like
Like more inventory space.
indirectly via making a lot of the resources stack better.
So they made a point to make that known. You can stack
And let's
things.
see. They just changed the way the entire thing looks to where it's a lot less garbage now.
So
Like
they
it,
just like
it doesn't look like just acid all the time. They increased like biodiversity on planets by like biome.
Man, if they were just gonna pre-alpha this game, they should have sold it as a pre-alpha game.
No, it's absolutely a massive betrayal of trust and everything. But I'm getting content for free, and I'm okay getting content for free.
Well, it's not. Yeah,
I
you already
enjoy
bought
that.
You're not
in,
getting
Thomas.
content for free.
I already bought
This is
in.
the
I know,
Continental
I know.
Breakfast. It's not free, man. You already paid for it.
Yeah, no, the Continental
You
Breakfast
just didn't know what you
was
were gonna
happening,
get.
though. The Continental Breakfast was happening.
Okay.
This is them doing
The
a
only-
thing that they don't have to do. I assumed they would just died and just left. But, I mean, it's probably...
This sounds like Mighty Number 9 all over again, where you paid a bunch of money and then you were like, "Man, this is going to be great," and then it was
Well, I
absolute
mean, I
garbage.
didn't put any money
Man,
into
is Star Citizen ever gonna come out?
that.
But that game's supposed to be good
Yeah.
right now, isn't
I
it?
think so.
Yeah, like for everything I've heard, that game is
Here's the thing.
playable now, and they're still saying
Yeah.
we're only in beta. Just like Dwarf Fortress, like that game's free, and that guy's like, "Yo, we're in beta." And he's been developing for years, and that game's super playable if you can get past the garbage UI of like
That's
ASCII
true.
and actually learn how to play.
Not many people have time for Dwarf Fortress, though.
it seems like
Yeah, but it's fun to
it
read
seems like
about.
No Man's Sky is just like Minecraft. They just want to make it into Minecraft.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, the difference is Minecraft was free, then $10, and now it's like 20.
I thought it was 30.
That's
Like-
the main difference.
So you can't play with people on No Man's Sky?
No, there's
No.
still no
Sucks,
multiplayer.
man.
They
It'd
still
be
haven't
great.
fulfilled like a lot of the
Yeah, they said
promises
it was
initially.
multiplayer, and then it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a fucking huge hole.
They said
They were like,
they said
they
you'll
literally
be
said
able to see
this game.
each other, but it'll be such a small chance you'll probably never see anybody. And then some people
And
did
then like
it,
within like
immediately.
within
They
the
were like,
yeah
"Shit."
the first like hour. In the first like hour, they just like were like, "Hey, we're on the same planet. We're looking at the exact same thing, but there's no one else
Oh,
here."
that's fucking
Ooh.
stupid.
Yeah.
They figured
Yeah.
that people wouldn't be able to call their bluff fast enough that they couldn't implement it in time.
Yeah.
I don't think they were going to.
Bro, they probably weren't.
To be honest, because like if people did it in the first hour, like they obviously didn't make the world big enough.
It's
for
plenty
the
big.
universe or whatever.
No, yeah, it's
Is
fucking
it?
huge, man. It's fucking procedurally generated garbage. It's as big as they need it to be.
Then how did somebody do it in the first
Fucking
hour?
hype.
Hyperbole,
Like they did-
Stephen. Hyperbole.
It was like a day.
No,
or
it
two.
happened on
No,
Twitch.
they did it. They did it in the. Yeah,
it
happened
was
on
two
Twitch.
Twitch streamers
Like they did
that
this,
did it in like 2 days.
See, that's my point.
Yeah.
but still,
It's massive
It was
coincidence.
it wasn't very likely, but it happened. You know.
Yeah. Like I'll say 1 in 1,000 chance that this happened.
yeah, but based on the amount of people that are going to buy and play this game,
No, I'm saying 1 in
You know,
1,000 chance
that's-
total.
Yeah, with the given player base that it had, it was still very unlikely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, shit, what was I saying?
People still find shiny Pokemon, man.
Oh yeah, but my point is, I'm glad that
Yeah, but
they're
that
at
they
least
just-
like actively doing something, rather than just continuing the silence and not releasing anything, not saying anything. It would have been
I
been
mean, they
nice.
already got their money.
I mean, yeah, but I think their motivation behind this, like a bunch of people are saying, what's the point of them doing this? They're obviously going to go for a cash grab later. I think their motivation behind like doing this update is to like pick up the pieces of their reputation,
So they can make another
least
game
a
and
little
people will
bit.
buy it.
so that way they can make something else, so that way they can like individual people can move on without this cloud hanging over their head for the rest of their lives.
I mean, most of the developers and stuff, like the company and who's the lead guy in this?
Oh shit! I saw his name earlier today, but I lost it.
What do you mean you lost it?
like
Out of my brain.
like the lead guy for No Man's Sky that like he was Gareth Bourne, is that him?
I don't. That name doesn't sound familiar, but for conversation's sake.
Well, anyways, the was it Grant
I
Duncan?
don't know either of these names.
Okay, well, you know, Sean Murray.
Sean
yeah.
Murray, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so Sean Murray, his name is dirt in the gaming industry now, and Hello Games is now dirt in the gaming industry
Yeah.
now. Like that's
No.
Like, but everyone else that worked on this game is fine because they're just like in the credits somewhere.
I mean, yeah, but until they people Google their fucking name and find this and be like, no, not doing it.
Well, I mean, nowadays with how many pre-order systems have like crashed and burned, like between No Man's Sky and Mighty Number 9 and every other Kickstarter hopeful, like
Yeah, you'd think people
are going to start doing that eventually.
Whatever.
I mean, I don't pre-order anything anymore.
I bought Pokemon early.
Yeah, but that's because Nintendo makes quality
that's-
products consistently.
Okay,
Mario
guys.
Party 10.
It's still pretty good.
It's the worst Mario Party.
Yeah, but that's still pretty good.
Yeah, but at the same time,
they've
it's
made
like
10
it's
of
the
them,
worst
Ben.
Mario Party.
Yep.
There's
yeah.
10 Call of Duties, and they stopped being good after like 4.
Right, but they didn't get like substantially worse mechanically.
The new ones are pretty bad.
Nobody likes the jet.
Right, but
pack
people
jump shit.
dislike them because they added too much new stuff. They don't dislike them because they stripped a bunch of features.
Well, it's that they added things that people didn't want to have added.
Yeah, but it's like if Mario Party added a whole new mode that was completely garbage, and everybody hated it, and then they're like, "Oh, sorry," but it's not.
They did that,
yeah,
though.
exactly. But they
It's
got rid of all
kinda-
the other stuff, though, Thomas.
It's different
Oh.
because that implies that you can play the other mode. In Call of Duty, that jetpack is just part of the
That's
game
true.
now. There's no not jetpack.
Yeah,
mode.
Call of Duty's at least a good. Is at least an
Nice.
okay analogy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Nintendo, that's because Nintendo, and it's definitely the Pokemon company.
Yeah.
They just generally do things good.
Although to be fair though,
Like the worst.
like they,
Like, it's okay when Nintendo doesn't, isn't just a meme. It's kind of accurate, because they do it right, usually.
this is like the first iteration of Pokemon where they've actually changed anything though, like substantially.
Yeah.
For the better, I hear.
I mean, they got rid of the changes that are big. They got
Yeah.
rid of HMs.
I mean,
Like-
wasn't
like
that
that's
a thing
a
in
thing,
6
and that's-
Gen 6 and 5?
That you still
No,
had
they had
HMs
they had
sometimes.
they had HMs.
Oh,
that you
yeah.
didn't need
You
them.
just only you would. it
Oh,
was
no,
just
I'm
very,
thinking, like, infinite TM usage. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, infinite
yeah,
TM
since,
uses
but
is
that's
better.
since like 2000.
But they got rid of hidden machines. So the moves still exist in the game because for example,
Yeah,
I have the fly
me too.
TM, and but you never use it because fly
Yeah.
is a bad move. And
I mean, I
you
would
could
use
other
surf if I
things,
could
and
find
then,
it.
Like, I mean, well, surf is like the exception because the issue is they can't make HMs good because in the old games it was like, okay, we're gonna give you cut like super early, right? But you can't make it a good move because then it's like a super good move and it's like overpowered. Because it's like if you look at like the moves you learn later on, like Psychic is just better than Psybeam. Like that's just
Yep.
the way it is. So Cut is like it can't be Psychic levels of good because it's an early game move. But then the issue was you couldn't delete these moves because you needed them. They were like
Yeah, you couldn't
needed them.
have
You just
somebody
couldn't
go
get rid
to a
of them.
location, save the game, and remove that move with a TM or a new learn move, and be trapped there and have to restart their game. That was the risk.
Yeah. So that was the risk. So they just made it so you couldn't. So what they've done is they've taken away the entire hid machine system. You can't even use like teleport outside of battle now. Like all
yeah,
of
that
those
was.
are
I was like,
done.
man, they
They're
got
gone.
rid of like sweet scent and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. You didn't need to do that, man.
Yeah, like some of that, like some of the moves
I mean,
were okay.
There's like 30 different items that do what Sweet Scent does.
Name
so whatever. I'm okay
one
with
Yeah,
it.
item
you
that
get
automatically.
honey.
What
You
does
get
that
like
do?
honey and
Honey
stuff.
does?
Honey.
Yeah.
Honey you can
What
use
does
it on
sweet
trees.
scent
Sweet scent triggers
It just
an
attracts
encounter.
It
Pokemon.
would make it would trigger an encounter in the
Oh,
grass.
okay.
No, yeah, Honey does that
So-
also just wherever.
Yeah, I just ignored it because it was
So,
garbage in Gen 4, and I never figured out how to use it properly.
No, we're talking
Yeah.
now. Gen 4, it was specifically
Yeah, the
trees.
new honey. So anyways, you have what's called a ride pager. So since it's a 3DS game, you have A, B, X, Y, A and B. Hold B to run. A is the dialogue prompt and stuff. X opens up your menu for like you want to use Pokemon, Pokedex, bag, etc. And Y opens up what's called the ride pager. And so far I have 6. Yeah, I've got 6 different things I can ride. 3 of them are like ground. So I've got a Tauros, and he breaks down blocks so you can get through. I've got a Stoutland, which like you can hold B and he'll go slower.
Yeah, it replaced the item tracker
like
or
the
item finder.
Yeah, it replaced the item finder. You've got the Mudsdale, which just like lets you move over unpassable terrain. And then you've got Charizard, which is just a fly HM. You just fly to
It's
places
better
you've
though
already
because you
been.
can do it in buildings.
You've got a Lapras.
What,
Yeah.
really? Neat.
Yeah, you can
does
fly.
it
It'll just
basically
take you out of the
anywhere.
building for you. It's great.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. You've got a Lapras, which is basically
you say
surf and you can
Lapras?
fish. And then you've got a
Lapper ass.
Lapras.
All right.
Got a Lapras. And then you've got a Sharpedo, which is it's like Tauros except in the water. So you break boulders and
Steven,
stuff.
where
get
are you in
past
the game?
impassable blocks. I'm on Island 4. I just beat the I beat one of the bad guys.
Yeah, I just got to Island 4
to
today.
prevent spoilers.
And
Yeah,
Steven
I just beat
Yeah, so
And-
I literally like
Ghost
I'm
Trial.
literally
and
just got there,
Steven
too.
okay, yeah. All right.
And then the last mon, because there's like one more spot on the menu list, is
Yeah, I
you can have a
assumed it
champ
was
later, and
Machamp.
he is the equivalent to strength.
Because I keep
where he
walking
just
into
moves forward.
temples and
yeah.
there's all these boulders, and I bet Machamp pushes this.
Yeah, you get him a champ, and he holds you in his 2 front arms, and then the giant arms that are like up on his shoulders, like move the boulders.
Admittedly, though, Steven, that's like a change,
Yeah.
but it's not the most substantial change in the game. The most substantial change is
No,
obviously
there's
the
also-
story campaign is now not gyms.
Yeah, so there's no gyms. I mean, there's barely not gyms. So there's the island challenge. So you go through and you do like these tasks, but the tasks might
The
as well
dancing
be
one
gyms,
wasn't gyms,
except
man.
the gym leader. Yeah, that's true. But like you still have to fight.
fight.
Like,
You fight
a
Pokemon,
totem
fight
Pokemon. You fight a totem
trainer,
Pokemon.
then fight
It's
a
still-
totem
it's still-
Pokemon.
no. So it's more like you fight like 3 or 4 wild Pokemon, and then you fight like the boss
Basically,
Pokemon.
Yeah, I was specifically talking about the dance one with the trainer.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But then, so after you do that, for each island, there's a island Kahuna, and he's basically a gym leader
But
for
there's
like the whole
4.
island. But there's only like
Actually,
one
you
per
know,
island.
see, like,
so
with
you
the-
do your little, you do however many challenges are on the island, then you fight the Kahuna, and the Kahuna actually has more than
Steven,
one
with
Pokemon.
the captains, like I feel like you fight probably half of them. I suspect that like with the Kahunas and the captains, it probably comes up to a total of 8.
Probably.
Like, because you don't fight all the
But,
captains.
like, even if you're not
you don't
fighting the
fight all
captain-
the captains, but you fight some of them.
You don't. So each trial has a captain, and you don't fight every captain. But like, even if you're not fighting the captain, you still have to fight like the totem Pokemon. So it's kind of this. I don't know. It's not as big a change as they let on. I feel like. I don't know.
And we haven't.
But
got to
then at the
end game
end-
yet, so I'm not sure how the Elite Four stuff is going to work out.
Well, they're still. Yeah, they've said like. We're going to establish a Pokemon League here on the islands because we wanted to have a world champion here too. It's like, oh, okay, so this is basically Orange Island.
I feel like it sort of implies that the Island Kahunas you're going to have to fight them again, but with like tougher Pokemon. I feel like that's what it's
Yeah.
setting up, but I just haven't gotten there yet.
I would agree
man.
with that.
My favorite thing.
Also, another a big important thing they changed in the battle is on the bottom screen it'll show you the 2 like Pokemon that are battling or however many, and if there are any stat changes
Yeah, that's
or any like
fantastic.
status modifications, it'll show a little exclamation point. You can click it and it'll show every single stat change, like attack up, attack down.
Oh,
that's fucking
and all
great.
your stat
Oh my
changes.
God.
So if they growl at you, then you can click the bottom screen. It'll tell you like
Oh, you're down.
your attack
one
spin moved down
attack.
one level,
Holy
one
shit,
level.
It took them
Yeah.
too long to
Yep,
implement
because
that.
people have been doing
And
that
then,
by
but it
hand
also
forever.
tells you if you're like, yeah, it tells you also if you're like confused or burned or whatever down there. So like, cause like burned and paralyzed still show up on the main battle screen with like the health bars, but like confused and like stealth rocks and all that stuff that shows up on the bottom screen now when you click
Oh,
it.
it shows
Super
stealth
convenient.
rocks and
It shows
HP
hazards,
That's
yeah.
neat.
I think it's just everything. It's so
Oh, man.
good.
And there's all these little changes that I keep encountering almost at random, like
Oh man,
Yeah.
another thing for battles though is that they added like the little Pokeball at the top left. You just bam, here's all
yeah,
your
that's
Pokeballs.
great. All the Pokeball,
You
the
pick
Pokeball
straight
menus,
from-
all
You
the
hit,
changes are good. Like all the mechanical changes.
Yeah, if you hit Y, it just like opens up like here's a Pokeball, and you can go left and right and just go through all your Pokeballs.
the best.
It's super good.
Just
I
in
really
case,
like
because
it.
I didn't hear you mention it,
They-
Steven, just in case you don't know about it, you can map like the ride thing to the D-pad.
Yeah,
Like Steve,
yeah,
like Thomas didn't know
I
about it, and I was
mapped
just
it
letting
out.
him know.
I didn't.
So
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know now.
yeah,
Yeah, you can map them all. The only ones I don't have mapped are the water ones because you use them so rarely.
I don't know. I mapped the. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. You're right.
Well, I mean, all the other like out of 6, 4
Yeah.
of them are on land. So like you fly and then 3 land ones and then 2 water ones. You don't use
And
the
you
water
get
ones
on
enough. So,
Sharpedo by default, so it's fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
because he's the
which I'm
fastest.
glad they did. They might have just left it as Lapras, and I was like, oh no, get out of here. Hyper
Yeah, I
potions
was a
are
little
120
concerned about
HP now for some reason, which I thought would.
Yeah,
were
and
they?
I think
Really?
What were they?
like
They were
super
200,
They used to be
right?
200.
Yeah.
super potions went up from like 50 to 60.
Yeah, because I think that's because it's half.
Did they? I think I
Yeah, I
have
think it's
them.
half of a hyper potion now. So they sort of increased it, so it's scaled. But potions still
regular
20.
potions still 20.
Well, I mean, yeah, super potions are 60. Do I have any? Yeah, hyper potions
And
are
max
120.
potions are max.
I mean, but you can. Yeah, max potions are still max, which is, and all you're ever really going to use after a certain point is full restore.
Yeah, especially
so, I mean,
now that now that hyper potion's only 120, like that you'll only be using max potions and full restores later on.
Yeah, and plus, like, you get things like Soda Pop, which is 50, or Moo Milk, which is 100, or Fresh Water, which is 30, and like Energy Root, which is 120. So like, you get other
And, like-
things too. Or like, if you don't have like full heals, they give you like the Lumiose Galettes from
yeah.
like the X and Y, or they
And
or
lava
however you pronounce
cookies
that word,
and
or the
yeah.
Rage Candy Bar. Yeah, they give you like, or like lemonade, like they give you all the old stuff too. So it's like you're never short on any like healing
Plus, there's
items.
there's
Man,
the pure
you know what's-
Pokemon breeder now that doesn't level or teach moves.
Yeah, he doesn't level your mons.
That's
so you never have to learn
fantastic.
a
I don't know why it
single
took them
move you're trying
forever to
breed.
do that either.
I don't know, like training leaving your Pokemon in a daycare that would like level your
Yeah, it
Pokemon is such
always
a bad
was.
idea. Like on paper, it's really great for like kids and stuff to like, oh, I can level my Pokemon, and then come back and get it for the Elite Four. But like, in practice, you lose out on too much. Like their stats are just garbage. They don't get the moves they need.
Also, but
Et cetera.
unfortunately, based on like just where that place is, there's no obvious route to run like when you're hatching eggs.
Yeah, I haven't found a circle
And
yet.
they planned
to
that
be
into
honest.
the other games, and it's kind of annoying. Although remember in like Omega Ruby and
Well,
Alpha
the-
Sapphire, like they put quicksand on that island for no reason at all except to impede you when you're hatching eggs. It was just an annoying man. What did they
Yeah,
do to Leech Life?
Dude, that thing got buffed. That
Oh
move is
man,
so good now.
It's 4 times better.
Leech Life used to be
Yeah.
like 20 power, and now it's 80 power. That move is so good. I taught that to my. So what starter did you
picked
pick
Litten.
then? Okay, Thomas,
I
what'd you
picked-
pick?
I-
He say Poplio over
Wait,
kicking out
No,
of the chat.
he doesn't.
I
He
forget
just
its name
Rowlet.
because it's just owl face.
Rowlet. He picked Rowlet.
Pick
Owl
okay,
face.
see, okay, those are Litten when it evolves into like Incineroar,
Yeah.
like the max of evolution, can
Of course
learn
it
Leech
can.
Life.
What?
So it's actually super good. Because mine has the signature move, which is Dark type, and then it has Fire Fang because it's like super good physical attacking. So there's no reason to teach it.
Man, I went
Flamethrower
with
and
Flare
stuff yet.
Blitz.
You just, that's less.
Then
It does
Fire
less.
Fang? Flare Blitz does like
Yeah.
120 and hurts you though.
Fif-
Flare
It's
Blitz,
50.
unless they changed it. You're
Oh
thinking
no,
of
I'm
Flame
thinking
Burst.
of the flame charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, flame charge or whatever. I don't know if I
Maybe
have flare
well,
Blitz
I'm
yet.
really over leveled. I'm in like the maybe upper 50s.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I'm only at level 51.
How much have you been playing?
Corey,
Well, the
honestly,
EXP
like
share
this
is the
game
thing.
is this
And
is
they
the
give that
easiest
to you
Pokemon
super
game
early.
they've ever made by a mile.
Oh.
I think
I
X
don't
and
know,
Y was
like,
easier.
if you're friends with your Pokemon and you get like the increased like experience gain. Yeah.
Oh, the boosted gain and stuff. Oh, I haven't done
That's
that.
what
I didn't
that
realize
boost
that's
is
what that was
coming
from.
Yeah, that-
Okay, neat.
I was sitting here going like, why am I
Yeah,
getting
it's because
this
you're
weird
friends with your
boost?
Pokemon, man.
Oh, I guess I should do that
No,
for
you
all
just
of
give
my
them
mons,
you
then.
give them 2 of the rainbow beans, and then you like scratch their head to like the max level of happiness, and that's 5-star friendliness or whatever. That's all you have to do.
But okay, and that's why like I noticed that my Litten is like landed a crit, which
Yeah.
could be precise for you, and or like dodged when you called out or
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
made
that.
it really
and I'm like,
easy with that. Like the friendliness stuff is probably what makes it the easiest.
yeah, but like
Yeah,
X
it
and Y
did,
had
but I
that too
kind of
to a
forgot
lesser
about
extent.
it. Like as I stopped doing it immediately.
I mean, I stopped doing it in this game immediately. I haven't needed to. I'm still over leveled. Not as much as
Man,
you,
I
but
saw
still.
you fight what's his name? You fight Guzma the first time, and he sent out Golisopod, and I was like, I got to get me one of those, and I went out and got it, and it's the best thing ever.
Oh wait, you can get those
Okay,
at that
so
point? Where do
it's
you get 'em?
actually not intuitive at all. So you know, like the Mallow trial, that lush forest thing. There's
Yeah.
there's like a beach area off to the left, and you actually there's it's not fair to call it a puzzle because of how simple it is, but like if you run around on the beach, like there's this one thing that runs from you, right, and it's called like something pod, whatever the pre-evolved form is. And it's just on the beach, and if
And you gotta go through the water.
you go through
around
the
it
water
behind it.
around it.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
even know that
circle
was like
back.
an evolved.
Yeah, I didn't know
mod.
what it. I didn't know
I
what
thought
it
that
was
was just
either,
like-
and then I was like, "Oh, Golisopod." I've got that other thing, Whimsipod. I think is the name. Is like that's got to evolve into it.
No, it's
Whatever
a,
it is.
It's a
I assumed
pod.
that I was like, "Man, I think this is the new Gyarados," because I saw it and I'm like, "This has got to evolve into something," because it's like almost a puzzle, and there's only one, right? So it's basically a scripted encounter.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, is
yeah,
there only
I haven't
one?
seen
I
it
might have-
anywhere
I don't know if I
else, and it
did.
was just and it's in the overworld, right? So
Let me look. So you can find it on. Nah,
Yeah, there's
there's
gotta
more
be.
than one. They're in Route 8, Pony Breaker
yeah,
Coast,
but
and
you can
Pony
get it on the
Wilds.
second island,
and they're
though,
all
so that's much earlier.
well. That's Route 8.
Yeah,
But I can just fly
yeah,
back
it's just
there
on
and
the
go find
beach. It
It.
doesn't go away.
Yeah. So the way they did berries this gen's also kind of cool. They're just trees randomly that just like have piles of berries underneath.
Sometimes there's Pokemon in
And
there.
it's
too.
Well,
it's
it's only ever
it's only ever the one
Crabrawler.
mon. It's only ever the
which
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
only
even
ever
you
the
can't
crab.
even
See,
evolve.
Like, that's
Crab
confirmed.
Brawler.
No. Yeah, I don't think
no,
you can,
can't.
Thomas.
You can't.
No, I'm not saying evolve Crabrawler. I'm saying I've seen something that isn't Crabrawler underneath the berries.
What? Like, because no one else has.
I don't fucking
what'd you
remember. I think
see?
it was a Rat Hat or something. I don't fucking
You'd be
know.
the first person in the world, I think, Thomas.
There's nothing else that.
Well, shit. I should have took a picture.
Crab pissed
Yeah,
me
'cause
off though,
if
because
you
it's
look
one of
at
those
it, it says,
Pokemon you can't evolve to like the end of the game.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, there's
Really?
actually several. Like I was like, man, when is Charjabug gonna look up? And I've been avoiding information, but I was like, it was level 36, and I was sick of it, so I looked it up. And it's like, oh, you can evolve it, but it's almost at the end of the game. And I was like, what's the point?
Oh man, I just assumed that my Crabrawler just was like a solo evolution.
No, you can
thing.
check in the Pokedex.
So
Thomas,
No,
it
it
shows.
I
turns
just
into-
got rid of that thing and just got shit. What did I put to replace it? I don't fucking know.
It turns into like an abominable snow crab called
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Crabominable.
That's awful.
But yeah,
It turns into an ice fighting type.
at
so I
least
mean,
those two don't evolve until like almost the end of the game. So I was like, that kind of pisses me off because I wanted a Vikavolt. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, Vikavolt looks
yeah, the
badass.
Vikavolt like. So how about that Pelipper buff though? Like it doesn't make it like super
What
good.
did they do to
but, like,
Pelipper?
it's still relevant. It gets drizzle now.
Man, I didn't even
Oh,
notice.
to where it just
Which is like, that's-
I'm using the Sonic Pikachu, so I just kill
So
it all the
Pelipper,
time. What's its name?
I mean,
Toga
I'm just
Damaru?
killing it.
Something
I don't
like
know.
Yeah, to get a
Something like
Maru
that.
or
But
some
this
bullshit.
this gen's Pikachu.
that. Man, it's a steel
look
type.
like.
It's worth picking up.
There's
Is it going-
what's a Mimikyu?
Is it?
Yeah,
Dude, Mimikyu,
Mimikyu
so
is fantastic.
Good,
I named mine
Mimikyu's-
Doppelganger. Wait, no,
though. Mimikyu's
Doppelganger.
actually Mimikyu.
Yeah,
Mimikyu
it
is
is really
actually really good.
Oh, man.
Like it's being used in like Smoke on Overused like tier. It's
Yo,
actually
what's
like
on you guys'
usable.
teams though?
Okay,
Give me
Alright, so
nicknames.
my team
Give me
right now-
nicknames, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
nicknames.
all of it.
Oh, I don't nickname
because
my
he's a
mom
heartless
usually.
bastard.
Well,
I'm
what's
sorry,
on your
Corey.
team, Steve?
Are
Go
Co-
ahead.
I bet-
What's
I
on
don't-
your
I don't
team,
nickname
Is
them.
Steve?
Corey even here?
I don't nickname for the first playthrough. I nickname the mons I'll use later. So I've got Incineroar, Toucannon, I've got a Gengar, I've got my Alakazam, I have a Hariyama, and I've got a Dino. Because Dino doesn't evolve to like level 50.
Well,
What, a Dino?
turns
Yeah,
into
it turns the one that
Hydreigon.
turns into Hydreigon.
Oh, that thing.
So the when you unlock the QR code scanner, it's one of the mons that shows
Yeah.
up on the island scan.
Neat.
And so I got it on the first island. So I was like, "Yo, I got like a level 7 Dragon type. Time to just stick this thing with the EXP share and like go to town."
Yeah,
think
My
about that
team
end
is
game.
a little bit similar because I got Incineroar, which I named Surtur after the fire giant, and then I have
How do you spell? Whatever. I'll figure it out.
Keep
Keep going.
Togedemaru, whatever it's called. I named it Sonichu because Sonic Pikachu.
Fantastic.
I have Lycanroc, the Sun version, obviously, which I named Huan after the Great Hound in the Legendarium of Tolkien works.
That's the better
Yeah, I
version
figured.
of those
Really?
two. To be honest,
Why?
it gets a priority
Accelerock,
like rock move.
yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I've got
it's super
Galissapod,
good.
which I named Slattern after the big kaiju in Pacific Rim. I got
Okay.
Mimikyu, which I named Doppelgangar instead of Doppelganger
That's
because
cute.
I thought it was funny. And then I have a Passimian named Beast Mode because I went all new Pokemon because it's a new gen. That's how I play the game.
I picked up the Makihita, the one that turns into Hariyama, like super early, and I was just like, this is a fantastic mon for a playthrough. I'm going to keep, and it had like fake out already.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is just too good to not
I had
have. And then I caught a Gengar super early at the early cemetery, and I found a super early Abra. Can we talk about how they
I
nerfed
don't know what
Abra
they
really
did to
bad
Abra.
though? So when you get an Abra, normally it would like you evolve an Alakazam at like level 16 that learns
Right.
Confusion, right?
You mean Kadabra?
It doesn't learn Confusion. Yeah, Kadabra. Well, Kadabra doesn't
Oh,
learn
okay.
Confusion
Does
now.
it learn like psychic or something?
It learns Kinesis,
Oh, yeah.
which is it's just Sand Attack except Psychic type. So you
Gross.
don't learn a damaging move by level up until like level 22.
Wow.
Yeah. So I taught it Hidden Power, which I just happened to have, but still like
I did
not
recently
great.
drop
Not great.
I had a Mudsdale named Bojack, and I dropped him from the team relatively recently. He might come back depending on how I feel about Sonichu because he's a little bit underleveled right now. And I had Toucanon, who was named Toucan Sam.
Toucan's
I don't know. I got bored
good.
with him. I'm bored with like normal flying birds.
So my Toucanon has Skill Link, the thing that makes it so that all of your multi-hit
Yeah.
moves hit 5 times, and it learns Bullet Seed later, which makes it really good because Bullet Seed is 25
Yep.
power now. So it makes Bullet Seed 125 power grass move, which is super good, and then Beak Blast is also
yeah, Big
amazing.
Blast is good. You guys remember when Corey was on this podcast?
Bum bum. But
Yeah,
no
man.
bum.
I think he might actually be gone.
No, he's still here. He's just muted.
Oh,
I don't blame him.
yeah,
He doesn't have the game
yeah,
yet.
or at all.
Since nobody's gonna ask
Yeah.
me, I'll just go ahead and tell you.
That's
guys.
what I was
My
like.
team
Corey, there's no way
unprompted.
Corey's getting this.
We weren't done. I thought
I'm
Ben
done.
was still
No,
going.
he finished up.
Man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
listed
Oh, did you
8
finish?
Pokemon.
Okay, go ahead.
Man.
Go ahead.
I've got my Decidui, nicknamed Owlface.
Yeah.
I've got.
You didn't nickname him Lego
No,
Lao?
that's stupid.
Should have named him Robin Hood, the
I
preferable
don't give my
cool.
things. I don't give my things serious.
Robin
names.
Hood Thomas.
That's pretty fucking
Rob.
great. Oh man, I got my Pikachu named Watson with 2 T's.
That's good.
I got my
That's actually
my
decent.
my Ghost Marowak is nicknamed Ken Bone.
Okay, the Ghost Marowak.
Thomas
super
just doesn't know
good.
its
He's
ghost
great.
move because he missed it somehow.
Yeah, no,
Really?
yeah, I don't understand. Doesn't the thing evolve at level 28 at night, right?
Yeah, but it learns like the thing at
Uh,
27. I thought.
Wha- I think
Oh,
I might
let me-
have caught
let
it
me
at
look.
27. That might have done it.
So, I'll check for you. But you keep naming them. I'll
I've
check.
got the Dark Lycanroc. I've got it's Edgewolf. I've got a
Edgewolf.
Garrett.
That's still it's so
I've got a
such a dumb
yeah.
name.
I've got a Gyarados whose name is just a bunch of capital A's. It's just because of his fucking face. And then I've got a Salazzle who I decided to name Chlamydazard because it looks like Charizard mixed with like a venereal disease from Osmosis Jones.
Man,
Oh.
I was naming
Yeah,
like even the Pokemon I wasn't planning on using. I was nicknaming all the new Pokemon and stuff, and I was like, man, I got that thing and I named it Smog, and then I saw what it evolved into, and I was like, I should have just named it like something much worse.
Wait, which one?
Salazzle.
Saladit, whatever the little one is.
Salandit
Oh,
and
the-
Salazzle.
yeah,
Before I
the
saw
little-
what it evolved into,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm gonna call you Smog, and then it turned into like upright, awkward dancing lizard. I was like, man,
Yeah.
lame.
So
It's Chlamydazard.
so Marowak evolves level 28 at night. It'll evolve, and you learn Shadowbone at level 27.
I didn't get the prompt. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
That
doesn't make
implies,
sense,
like,
though.
if it learns it as
Yeah, no.
Marowak at 27, that means you have to get the move tutor to do it, because otherwise that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
okay,
saying. And the
that-
move
I guess
tutor's
so.
like late game, man. It's bullshit.
So the move tutor actually got changed this gen. The move tutor can teach your Pokemon moves that they will learn later.
What?
So
I
for
mean,
example,
it's late game though, so at that point, yeah, whatever.
well, no. So if you so the new Marowak learns Flare Blitz at level 53, right?
Okay.
If you have a level 30 Marowak and you take it to the move tutor, you can have the move tutor teach it Flare Blitz.
Yeah, but I mean, the move tutor is basically at the end of the
No,
game.
Thomas, it's not. I just looked it up.
Where is it then? Ben?
Uwala Island? Ula.
Which one's
That's
that?
the,
Which
that's
one
the
is that?
second one.
Isn't
yeah.
that like the second one?
Yeah, that one
What?
is
Did I-
specific move tutors.
No, it's a move
looked
reminder,
this up.
man. I'm on the Cerebi article. It says it can teach you moves that your Pokemon used to know, or as egg moves.
Yeah, the move reminder
Yeah.
is the move
Hold
tutor
on,
in this
this
game.
is at Ula
It's at the
Island?
Mount
I'm gonna go do this right
Muna
now.
Lanakila Pokemon Center.
It's in the same Pokemon Center
Yeah.
as the move deleter. Or no, it's not. It's not in the same Pokemon Center, but it's the same island, I think.
Yeah,
Which island did you say? Oh,
I don't
Ula
know.
Ula
the
Island.
second one, man.
Ula is not the second one. That's the fourth
on-
one.
it's
The
on the
fourth
one with
one's like, no, the fourth island's
What?
Pony
No, it's
Island,
not.
Thomas.
Well, the third one.
Mount.
then.
It's on.
I was
it's,
counting
It's
Ether
on.
Paradise
It's at.
for some reason. My bad.
It's at Mount.
Yeah.
Mount Lanakila. The. Wait, no. Is it the? That might actually be the fourth one. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, the new Pokemon's good.
Yeah.
If you have a 3DS, it's worth
Man,
picking up.
best thing about the game though, you catch a Pokemon, you can choose to add it to your party or send it to a box. It's the
God, it's so
fucking
good.
best.
You can actually choose to have it go automatically to like the box, or set it up so that you can choose which box it goes to on catch.
That's pretty cool.
Have you guys changed the way that you throw your Pokeballs?
Yeah, mine's elegant because it's the only one I found.
I have not changed because I missed the guy and I haven't gone
Yeah.
back to find it. But I hear there's an underhand throw.
I have
the
no
elegant
idea.
one?
I didn't even notice what the change was. I just
Oh,
know that
alright,
I
well,
changed it.
One of my friends asked me
Nah,
yesterday.
all right, that's
He was
that's
helping
too
me,
much of this. We talked about this way too
Evolve
long.
my
Corey,
dudes. All right, yeah.
I am here as well.
All right.
Oh shit! Look at that. We didn't even have to message him anywhere.
I'm sorry, Corey.
I've been just memeing the whole time. That's fine. No, that's cool.
You've been playing Overwatch. Don't lie.
No. They'll see when they check the group
You-
chat.
No, I've been looking
Oh.
at the
It's-
group chat as you've been posting. It was pretty good.
We could probably hit on one more topic. You want to talk about
Oh, let's
the sliced cheese man?
What?
Oh yeah, there's the
Sliced
article
cheese.
of a Richmond man. All I asked for was sliced cheese. These two guys, they walk into a CVS, they just want to get some sliced cheese before they go, I guess, back to their apartment or whatever the fuck, I don't care. And they ask the guy up at the desk, hey, you got any sliced cheese? Nah. And then they just walk away to go look through the place for some sliced cheese because maybe the guy's a dumbass.
They don't believe him.
I don't know. It's unclear why they were still there. But
Okay.
later, they went to go ask another person to get a second opinion, I guess. And nobody was there. They couldn't find anyone. They went up to the register. There was a man trying to buy some Oragel, and he couldn't. There wasn't anybody up there either. They just couldn't. Eventually, a cop got called to the place and started helping them try and find all the employees. They found them hiding, huddling in the back. And the cop went and talked to them and was like, "Yeah, they for some reason don't want you here, and I'm afraid if you don't leave, I have to arrest you for trespassing." Yeah.
What?
It sounds like some
That doesn't
X
make
Files
any
garbage,
sense.
man.
What?
So basically, what you're saying is these guys went in to buy some cheese in a
Yeah,
CVS,
yes.
right?
They went in to buy some cheese.
And the
Sliced
guy
cheese.
told them we don't have sliced cheese. So they said okay. They started looking around the store, and all the employees just went and hid
Yeah.
in the back and
They
got
freaked
scared. Doesn't make
Apparently
any
there was
sense.
some sort of like disturbance reported earlier in the day.
It was
But
the
that's
cheese
all the
man.
information I have. And that's all the information those guys have. They walk into a place, ask for sliced cheese, and then just everyone disappears.
Then everyone just
What
disappeared.
were they
That's-
doing though? Going to a CVS trying to get sliced cheese.
Corey,
They just needed
you
cheese.
just needed
Corey.
cheese. I've gone to a grocery store and bought only one thing.
That's really-
not unusual.
Yeah, but these guys went to
CVS is probably just what.
They went
Look,
to
man,
CVS, though. That's
there
a
was
little
a
weird.
Do we know what time this
there's a
happened?
Walgreens right across the street from us, and if I had ever gone there, I would have
Looking
probably
at
bought
his
one thing.
Snapchat pictures, it was daytime.
It was daytime from the looks
Wait,
of this.
no. It's dark outside, so it was nighttime. CVS is usually
Oh,
open
yeah.
That's
for
excellent deductive
24
reasoning,
hours,
Corey.
right? It's black time, probably, maybe even.
It's not 2 a.m. yet.
Excuse me?
Oh no, I don't know if we should bother.
what
I don't
time?
know
We
if
don't
should
have we don't
bother
have time for it.
explaining
It was
that.
this whole thing. This guy started
We
in
don't.
the class
we'll,
one
we'll
time.
save it. We'll save it for next
We're
episode.
gonna talk about black time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Get them all on.
So
This is weird. Well, alright, so apparently you can't go to CVS and buy cheese.
it's
Good to
probably
know.
because they're black.
You might
No,
get arrested.
The
to do it.
employees were black too, Corey.
Well, they fucking
doesn't
they,
mean
that makes
anything.
it even more possible. They knew.
Internalized oppression. That's what it is.
What's
I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It's just
It's a very strange story, is what it is.
not much going on in Richmond.
Yeah. Nah.
Nah.
Well, speaking of Richmond and Charlotte, so there's I went and played card games. I got top 8.
Neat.
Oh, what was it
What
for?
card game?
Charlotte.
Force of Will?
Force of Will, yeah.
Nice.
Was it
Good job.
So
it's
almost like
it's
it's
regionals?
almost like Magic,
Was
but
it
a little
regionals?
different. It was ARG's kind of like regionals. It's not by the company, so it's not technically regionals
No.
like it would be for Magic or
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
But I got an invite to go to nationals, which I'm not going to go to because I'm not paying for like a hotel and travel on my own in Florida.
it's Florida.
Yeah, I'm not going there by myself. Like that's not
But
happening.
you could get those sleeves that sell on eBay for $60.
What?
Sleeves.
Just ignore him.
Dude, they give out sleeves.
Oh, card sleeves.
Card sleeves for
I
all
was
the
just
qualifiers.
thinking, like, for your arms, and I was really confused.
They give you free tattoo sleeves for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Thomas, we should open business
You
that
just
just
get
sells
Exodia.
sleeves for people who have shirts that don't have sleeves.
The
did you
Fix
say?
Your Fucking
Can we
Best
sell- can we
store,
sell-
That's the name of it.
We'll even staple
Oh, man,
them on
speaking
for
of-
you.
Oh man.
Can we sell?
Do we-
Can we also sell in the same store? Can we sell like pants?
Just
like
the legs.
Yeah,
only
just
the
pants legs, yep.
Just the legs.
No, we call them pant. Like, we sell them by the pant.
Speaking of stores, is there enough time to talk about the cafe?
Yes,
Or no?
because I don't know what it means, so we'll talk about it.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Me and Corey thought this up on the way back
I
from
don't
our
know where it
trip.
came from.
I don't either.
It was.
The
I think
idea
I was
was
bitching about how everyone is all
How everyone gets offended about
so
things.
sensitive.
So we decided to create the opposite of a safe space. The politically incorrect cafe.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, no, not yet. You won't be.
No,
You
I'm
You're not
all
won't
allowed
right.
to be yet.
So
The first
what
thing,
does
the
this
first thing
involve?
that happens is when you walk in through the door, they just shout, "Hey!" and then the N-word. How's it going?
All right.
Well,
I'm
think
immediately
it would be
out.
race-based, right?
Well, I mean that's an option.
I thought we were just
Anyway,
going to
I
run
could-
a cafe.
I could go without shouting
themed
racial
cafe.
things as soon as people come into the door. I could
Fine.
go without
Yeah,
that.
you have to
No, you
lull them
can't.
into
No,
a
you
sense
can't.
of
Don't
like
lie.
safety and then attack them.
No,
you
Ben,
have
it's
to
just-
try to get some money.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay,
get the
anyway,
money.
There's like, you can buy wings there, and the sauce hot scale is based on like national disasters, and it ranges from like mild is like a Boston massacre, which is like 4 or 5 people, to medium like 9/11, 3,000 people, top end Hiroshima Nagasaki, 300,000
Wow.
people.
I will take
That's-
12
that's the-
Hiroshima
that's the
Nagasaki wings. That actually
that's
actually
pretty
sounds
spicy.
pretty good. That sounds good though. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good scale. I'm a fan of the scale. Like that, I feel like that's
Yeah.
actually implementable. Like that could be a functional business. Screaming
Let's
racial
see,
slurs as
I
people
don't
At
walk
least
into
for-
a
at least for
business
Hot
is not an acceptable business.
Listen, I
model.
don't think
There
you
will
can have
be-
hot wings with a sauce called 9/11.
Yes, you can.
You
I don't-
absolutely can.
I don't think that works.
Hooters
You
does
absolutely
right
can.
now.
Who's gonna stop you?
Do
Well,
they?
it's 911,
Oh, the
but
Oh my god,
but
really?
you know, you call it 9/11.
Oh,
The
man.
I know that
but,
because a
there's
comedian
like,
talked
You know
about
how
it.
some places have eating challenges?
Yes.
Like you
Yeah.
finish it, you get the whole thing free. This one has
Like
one
Buffalo
eating
Wild Wings?
challenge called the Jews, and since they're behind everything, you have to eat a half plate of every entree. And if you fail,
This isn't a
you
cafe,
have to pay
Thomas. This is
Well,
a goddamn sports
name's-
bar without any sports.
Well, I don't care. We'll keep going.
The music.
It will also just be factually incorrect, cafe. Yeah, and you
Oh,
just
man.
if you mess up, you have to pay for everything you've eaten up to that point, and it's rang up separately. And every time you every purchase you make, the cashier has to wring their hands in a Jewy manner.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Too many Jew things. I didn't realize
This
there were
is
so many
literally
Jew
just
things.
the one thing.
Talking to
Corey.
Thomas.
This
Thomas
too.
is the worst, Corey.
There's an
What did you
eating
think would
challenge
happen?
called the Jews.
No, yeah, but this is
You're a
like
terrible
this is,
business
This is the
partner.
part of the eating.
Corey, I think
eating
we kick
challenge,
Thomas
Corey.
out of this idea and we take over.
Oh no!
Thomas, what was the music you were gonna have playing? I
Oh,
forgot.
just that music that is like on purpose terrible. I don't remember the name of it. It's just actively offensive noises. It was either that or Moon Man, which is the text-to-speech hyper-racist rap thing made by Pole.
You know what?
God damn it. Thomas,
Oh,
look,
God.
Thomas went too far for an actual business, Corey.
I
You
mean,
had to know that was going to happen.
No, I think
Yeah.
shouting, racial slurs at people—that's probably a bit too
Yeah.
far. But I mean, the wings thing is pretty.
wings
good.
thing is functional, yeah.
You could have a whole bunch of foods and like drinks called. That's what I was saying. Like you could start like a
Yeah,
drink
you could
with
have a
bunch of drinks.
business that incorporates those elements.
It'd be great.
You don't.
We should do
You
that.
don't commit hate crimes.
Look, man. Look,
You
man.
have to sign a waiver to get in.
I mean, aren't most crimes
I would-
sort of hate crimes?
Yes, but we have a special. There is a legal definition of a hate crime, Thomas.
Oh.
It exists. It exists as a legal
So
thing.
how about So if this plan came to fruition,
I'm kicking. I'm
right?
kicking Thomas out.
and
Oh, we
we
don't
lived
sell
in
fruits.
China, what number would you get if you lived in China and
Don't
you made
understand.
this?
Oh god, probably a 0. This is a
Because
this is
apparently,
the article. Steven's
appar-
talking about this article where China is like setting up like a score system for like their individual citizens based on like online habits and shit.
Wait,
They're going
it's
to
based
rate
on
them.
online habits? I thought it was based on your entire life.
Is it?
It
oh
is.
shit! No, you're right.
but your entire life is online.
Well, that's Thomas.
I mean, it says using online data, so I guess I like how the first thing in this article is like a clip from Spy Kids 4.
Oh no, someone has ruined this document.
No, 3D. This is Spy Kids 3D.
Oh, God.
I think.
Is that even
It's the
is
one
that
that was a
better or
video
worse?
I
Listen,
it just
we've,
is.
Wasn't Spy
we've
Kids?
already been over this.
Yeah,
The
we've talked
first
about
one
Spy
was
Kids
good,
way too much.
and the second one was
The first-
worse. And they just keep getting worse. The first one was pretty good.
Well, the fourth one was like barely
Anyway,
even about
It's like
Spy
a credit
Kids.
score, but it includes like everything about
Your
you.
life.
But what is it a rating of?
Just
Let's
You.
see.
How-
Just
how,
you in
like,
general.
valuable you are.
How bad
or
you are.
something?
Some amalgamation of like, God damn it! This video started autoplaying on this fucking page.
I know, right? It's great.
God.
It's great. Not my choice
So
of
some
words.
amalgamation of like, I don't even know what factors like your
Your-
success as a job, like in
Well, I mean,
what?
Apparently, it's based
your
on their
your success
political,
in
commercial, social,
society, I guess, or your value to society. I don't even want to say that. I don't know.
Man,
Thomas, what score would you get?
Fuck, man, I don't know.
It goes 0 to 100. 100 being, I don't know, you're Elon Musk or something.
I mean, if I knew that this was happening, I'd probably get a decently high score and just do all my regular stuff through VPNs or something, so that way they can't like actually know.
oh wait, I was gonna actually look at this article and started playing auto-playing that video, and I freaked out and closed it immediately.
Good job.
Yes, you did. So why do you think? Why are they doing this? Does it say?
Because China is
anyone
a
actually
giant
read the
social
article?
experiment constantly. We have all these people who got to do something.
We don't need to feed
I mean,
them.
they might as well do
Or house them.
something.
Or clean them.
Nah, fuck that.
We'll just see what they do. And feed them to rats. Anyways,
I don't.
okay.
But what's the purpose?
Oh man.
You.
Well,
They don't have to
No,
have one.
but they
China
do.
can
Here's
whatever
here's
they
the
want.
thing. They're doing it for a reason, and I'm just guessing here is that no one actually read this, saw the title, and thought this is interesting, and now don't know anything about it.
Because it is an interesting idea.
Right, but why are they doing it?
I don't
That's
want
the
it to
interesting
ever
part.
happen.
it's literally an episode of Black Mirror.
God damn.
Like season 3, episode 1.
What is Black Mirror?
Hole in the wall this week.
Is it a hole in the wall?
It's absolutely
sure,
not.
why not? I mean, I feel like it's way too popular.
I
But yeah, it's
didn't-
like Twilight Zone, but about like current technology and how it's going to be terrible for you in the future.
Oh wait, this is obvious why
Never
they're
heard of
doing it. They just want people to behave the way they want them to behave. So the scoring system is just
I mean, duh.
the scoring system would just be this is
so
the way
they-
we want you to behave.
So they're not going to do anything with the score, but they're going to
It's
make
social
people think
pressure.
they're going to do something.
Like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
No, there's absolutely like you can get like benefits for being like A like through F.
yeah, it's just like the
It's a-
YouTube Heroes program, man. This is the same thing.
It's like the that
YouTube
episode of
heroes that are
Sunny.
real life.
It's like the episode of Sunny,
Yeah, kinda. It's similar.
which it would be a terrible idea, but it'd be interesting, you know? That's kind of how I feel about it.
China. Terrible idea, but it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Thomas.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoyed this week's
Like,
episode.
making cooking oil out of sewage water.
I forget what the name is.
Terrible
Thomas,
idea.
what's this week's band name?
Fantastic memes and where to post them.
Well, that's a goddamn terrible name. That's an album name.
Well, it wasn't
see,
a band name.
see,
it was
Thomas,
the
what
title.
happens when you make
told you to make
cooking
the
oil
fucking
out of
thing.
sewage?
I know it's a decent album name.
This is
but-
what you happen.
It's an album. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
This is what happens, Thomas, when you make cooking oil out of sewage.
All right.
Everything just gets all topsy turvy.
Thanks for joining us this
God.
week. Next week we will be back also.
Great. Bye.